This is London with Bitcoin Spike. Going to go through the details on Bitcoin. We're up and out of a bull flag, exciting update. Okay, in terms of everybody, want to welcome you to a nice stream here on, where are we at? On Wednesday. We're getting through the week. We're almost halfway done. Looks like we have gotten up and out of this bull flag. Exciting because I was able to bring everyone a notification before the bull flag really formed. Wanted to let you guys know the where is the bull flag forming? Boom, right there, talking about the requirements, etc. So congratulations to all the VIP, everyone else subscribers. Hit the like button when you come into the room. Would appreciate that. And let me get to the stream. Let's see if we have any comments ongoing. Want to shout out to all the VIP base cameras, etc. This is London. Hello. I'm going to put in the comment section what is going on. We cover technical analysis. If anyone is new, etc., we cover TA, classical TA, top shelf pro level TA. That's it. We have had a lot of pros in our group. You don't have to be pro. You just have to want to beat the market. Okay, that's the sole requirement. Looking at this, essentially the breakout here, we discussed in terms of the formation of this specific bull flag, the run to the upside, downward sloping channel, that it was a little bit complicated by the specific, and we'll go through the channel formation, the support and resistance. We'll go through that. We'll also go through the upside target right now. It's nice to be up and out. We have a bit of a small issue below in terms of this ascending triangle, the prior resistance. You're going to see whether or not we are looking to return to this specific level, and we are up and out of the bull flag, so that you know we're up and out of the bull flag without a confirmation. I want to congratulate everyone, to include Angel, to include Slim, to include Pathfinder, in terms of trading in the back. Those are the ones that I have direct notice that you guys are trading. In terms of your guys, nice calls. Got to have to say nice calls. Sheeb and Gala kind of started the last month plus here. Gala was a nice move, incredible move. About 100 and what is it, 30 to 150%. You guys can remind me, 130 plus, I think. In terms of Sheeb, thereafter was about an 80+% move, and some of those are measured from the actual targets versus from the from the actual, I'd say from maybe the actual low to the high. As we're looking at Bitcoin, it's had a nice rebound, just to put everything in context, because a lot of the alts are running right now. They're doing very well in kind of a rebound mode in terms of the alts. We're looking right here on Bitcoin, the line of restriction, or these lines of restriction from the, let's go to the 4 hourly, will be most evident here. In terms of this line of resistance, this line of support, we're looking towards getting back to the specified. And let's go to the daily real quickly so we can rewind a little bit. I have a lot of lines on here. I will clean that up for everyone. We've been doing some like advanced diagnostics, I'd say, in terms of the potential to the upside, the complications below. Are we going to retrace a bit before continuing to head up? We have not lost hope that she's going to continue to go up. Let me go ahead and remove some of these lines so you can get a clearer picture technically of where we are. Dot has done real well. Congratulations to those of you who watched my dot video. Just so that you know, let's go back to this dot video real quickly. DOT polka dot bull flag urgent 12 days ago. It's had a nice run since that confirmation across the top of that resistance. It's the same thing we're working on right now, the same issue we're working on right now with BTC on the bull flag. Will we confirm up and over the top of prior resistance? Boom. Those pink lines are the targets that I gave Angel. Excited about that. Angel, #1 contributor, kind of King Kong VIP in the house. Angel, we're excited to have you to the extent that you have time to stream with us. That would be great. We hope you're trading, and we hope your tradings are going well. With targets like that, brother, they got to be going well. Bottom line, hope you're doing great in all your trades, not just in Polkadot, etc. And yeah, really clean the house up on Luna in 2021, and it's nice to see us hit the absolute bottom on Polkadot. That's just that's a feather in the cap, guys. It's a big deal to like, as I say, paint the floor with the targets, right? Get the absolute low in the market. It's huge. As you're looking at your price action, as we get back into the lower time frame, from let's say the and I have this line up on top for a reason. I'll discuss that, but the general level of constriction that we would go with here. Let's go. Let me go ahead and unlock this. You guys know if you have a key important line on your charts, you can always use the lock feature just so you don't drag it around. Just so that you know a little bit of an insight here. You can draw a line, bam, to make sure that you don't drag it. It doesn't get in the way. Make sure that you right click and click lock. Okay, you can lock it. Then thereafter, you can't grab the line. You see that? So just a little bit of a heads up on some of the functionality of Trading View. This is the Pro or Premium Edition, top shelf edition to bring to you guys. In terms of this descending triangle, we can cover the essentials of where we are at right now. Just at this interior descending triangle, and I will say that things got a little bit complicated within the scope of the this previous set here, within the constriction that was denoted with this previous hitch here. Okay, it gave us a very good look at this this framework in this area right in here, as we were to look at kind of an interior versus an exterior along with the descending triangle. It doesn't take away, okay, from the descending triangle breakout, but it's an interior pattern with an external complication. That's the bottom line. You say, well, there's too many patterns. Well, it's an interior pattern here, the descending line of resistance, the flat line of support, an interior pattern with an exterior, okay, an exterior complication, okay. The fact that it's inset within a larger pattern provides a bit of complication to the traders. So congratulations on everyone in terms of your trading. I know that you're making money, that you're doing well, and we're happy to play a part of that, irrespective of your level of membership, or whether you're a subscriber, brand new, or you've been around for a while. I'm a former financial professional, certified in markets, Duke University, Harvard Business School, in terms of where I've studied, etc. And just to let you know that it's not financial advice. I have to reinforce that, you guys. I know that you know better than that, but I like to say it anyway. I'm not even sure I'm really required to say it, but I like to say it anyway, just to reinforce the fact, the opinions here are the opinions here. They're the opinions of the VIP. I am VIP as well, top level of membership. So yes, they're opinions of the VIP. That's just what I'll say. Not all the VIP, but me being a VIP. So that's our top level of membership. Shout out to all the VIP, etc. Going to be a great 2022. Nice to see that we've rebounded twice from this general area on BTC of that 50% retracement. Right on the 4-hourly chart, you'll see our, just essentially the framework that we've gotten into. This was the 50% exactly, just so that you know. That was the 50% here. That secondary hit for over 30%. The primary hit from the 50% went again over 30%, about roughly between 30 and 35%. I'll just say each hit here within the last 60 days, just traders' paradise. It's been very nice in terms of the price action, a lot of volatility, a lot of good moves. Last 55 to, depending upon whether or not you include this area here, 55 to, what will we say here? But almost 70 days, or a little over 70 days, depending upon how much you would. It is technically within the range, so I guess we could say the last over 2 months now. So as we would talk about upside targets, talk about price action, I know there's a lot moving right now. Sand had a good shot out of the gate, so did AXS. Mina continues to impress. Congratulations to the guys in the back. Mena is up a bit with Sand. That's nice to see. Gala is trailing behind a bit. We'd like to see it kick back up to the top in terms of one doing decently, Harmony 1, and we have Sheeb that has had a decent day. Everything had a good day yesterday. You guys know that. Pretty nice day as BTC was forming its bull flag. You can see with this interior constriction here, that interior level. Let's take the let's go ahead and we can discuss the upside target. Just the amplitude of the specific descending triangle would be from the point of breakout, guys. From the point of breakout, not from the point of takeoff. That was a specified, just so that you know, that's a specified confirmation. Okay, using prior resistance as support, boom, to the upside. Your lines will vary depending upon which time frame you are on. Okay, always remember that your lines will not transfer over automatically. That is always a challenge for traders. So BTC at 42,810. Down about 0.17%, holding pretty fast. That confirmation off the top line resistance essentially is this trying to establish prior resistance as a support to move up, and that would be a really nice move. We're looking forward to this positive price action. Again, a bit of a complication because it's an internal pattern with an external larger pattern framework in terms of the symmetrical triangulation. We'll get into the bull flag in just a second, but want to show you that external pattern here: resistance support. Okay, the angle of this specified trajectory here at the bottom really gives the traders the understanding that yes, this is another constriction. This is an interior pattern. Aside from that descending triangle, and even the descending triangle, if you guys looked at it, had a few deficits, a few defects. If you're looking for a perfect pattern, I normally tell people, well, just wait. You'll probably find a perfect pattern throughout the year to trade. Don't give up on perfect patterning. If you guys are looking for that key, essential, crucial, perfect trade, keep waiting. Be patient. If you're willing to work with a little bit of the within technical conformance is typically the way that we will state it, okay? Within technical conformances, there's something that's not perfect, but is technically conforming, right? The question will be here on the hourly. Please pay attention to this on BTC as we look at having nearly a flat top on the hourly. Nearly a flat top on this hourly is going to drive the question with the traders. Are we going to be looking at some sort of an ascending triangle? It's close. I would like it flat on top. We always want a flat top for that ascending triangle, ascending line of support. What is up? Is that no Torque? What's up, Torque? What's up? Slim is in the house too. Slim. Got to say Slim. Slim, what's up, man? What's up? What's up? What's up? Slim, boom. VIP in the house. Boom, 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 boom. Nice to see you, Slim. Torque, what's up, man? London. Literally teaches us how to read TA, teaches us what and how to read patterns and what they can do. That would be me. Thank you, Torque. Does this for free. I'm not a heavy trader at the learned a lot of these streams. Good, and you're a base camper. That's all I say. A price of a pack of gum, man. That's what we want. And you guys get to shout out your base camp, bro. Your base camp VIP. That's a big deal. A big deal in terms of Bitcoin spike, etc. Appreciate that, no Torque. I hope you're doing well, man. Hope everything's going great. In terms of the technicals, I like to spend time because even getting you can have a really prolific trading career, trading and not understand crypto at all. Just ask the guys in terms of Wall Street, etc. How many of them trade crypto like professionally or on the side? It's a different ball game, guys. It is a completely different ball game in terms of crypto. The levels of volatility, etc. It's a different ball game. So it requires a different mindset, and I'm glad that we can wrap everyone's head around what is going on in the market, technically speaking. So it's a challenge, isn't it, Torque? I'm going to say base camp, bam, base camp, and bam. Torque's one of the top guys there. Boom, Torque, boom. Nice to see you, Torque. Nice to see you, brother. We'd love to have you up in VIP at any point in time. You are most welcome. In terms of this formation, we have the classical run to the upside, this downward sloping channel, and I let the video go last night. In terms of I had broadcast essentially and let you guys know we were looking at a bull pennant that run to the upside, the symmetrical consolidation, right? The symmetrical. Let me move these lines just a minute. Pardon me. A little bit of a rush. This ascending line of support, descending line of resistance, right? And I let you guys know after the formation of this, the secondary pattern that likes to catch, right? What's the catch? If we fail the bull pennant, right? The pennant, it's a pennant formation, like a flag versus a pennant. You guys know that. The move to the upside, that symmetrical triangulation, they call that a pennant, right? The bull flag would just be looking like a flag, resistance, support, etc. But that catch is going to be the flag. Always approach it in that order. The strongest pattern, boom, up and out more quickly, and you see the extra time we spent formulating the flag, right? Preferable is the pennant. Get up, hit the support, resistance, support, and boom, get up and out, right? Let those buyers continue to charge in and push the price up and boom, up and out. That's the preferable pattern that we're looking for always off the bat in the midst of a bull run. We'll take a pennant because it takes less time to consolidate. This consolidation or the time spent where the buyers are continuing to express their level of demand. Yes, this bull flag is a nice pattern to trade. They're great, but the bull pennant, when it gets up and out, you can just see we spent so much extra time in this pattern. Let's just count essentially the extra time we spent in the pattern. An extra day formulating that bull flag when we could have just been up and out in the pennant. You guys see, so there's a reason for the preference, right? We prefer the pennant. If it pushes a little less aggressive but still desirable would be that bull flag, okay? So always frame that when you're looking at something that's running up. If it's going to start consolidating, we want the bull pennant. If the bull pennant fails, go with the bull flag in that order. I would just recommend you guys look at it in that order and just look at our our last 2 days of videos. You guys know we called the pennant before it really formed. The let you know in terms of the formation. That was, you guys have to hand it to the crew here, to me, yourselves, everybody else. If you guys look back at the video yesterday, just calling the pennant before it really formed. Look at this. I have to step out there and be like, Bitcoin bull flag forming, but take a look at the that was the flag in formation, just so that you know, so that everyone knows that's the flag in formation. Well, it sure looks nice now, right? But for me to step out there and be like, okay, by the way, bull flag, let's get this. We just failed the pennant, moved to the upside, then this constriction, and this is a bull flag. Most people would look at this and say that is not a bull flag. Note the price here, 42,000, right? 300 or some odd. That, yes, we went ahead and completed up through that pattern channel formation, but it could have just wham, zoomed to the downside. So when we get that completion, just understand when I recommend you guys look at patterns in order, in a specific order or something. There's a reason, because the bull flag likes to catch, and you can catch it. In terms of kind of that play to the upside. Very interesting. We didn't complete back to this level of resistance. We are not done yet. I will say that. I don't want to talk like that. You guys know that. But when we really got through it, I started to look at this threshold, this candle work here. And I'm like, okay, what about from this candle wick right here? How far were we off? And I'm like, okay, we're off $198. Then I was like, what if they went to this one here? What if people went to set orders at prior resistance here? I noticed a flat top in here. Let me get back to this level here. And I'm like, what if they did it from right here, this flat top, for whatever reason? What if they did it here? We measured it last night. I'm like, in that case, they'd be off $75. Okay, because we were trying to put in the framework here. We've seen so many return that literally this is still in play to let you guys know this lower threshold is as soon as you have a flat top, the flat top's on the 5 minute, as soon as you see one. It's like, the thing is, it's just buyers are loaded up here. So if we can get up and out of this, and again, we're off by a couple $100. We're getting to the point, if the market's going to make a transition, that would be a very comfortable transition for it to make, going from absolute contact, almost nearly guaranteed on the probabilities, to, let's say, okay, let's leave it off, a couple $100, give us some room there to develop. That would be a very comfortable way for us to transition out of the expectation of a return to this prior resistance. I think everyone would agree that almost seems fair, doesn't it? It's almost at that point, at a couple $100, that you would start to even schedule your exit. I'd say very prudently and cautiously, right? Kind of responsibly exit from that prior resistance, but we're not there on the line. We've noticed recently there's been less of a dive down to these prior resistances, to the extent that indicates a strength in the market. We're really excited to see that, and we've said the whole time we don't want to return to this. We're fine continuing to move up. Let's blast off. Let's go. That's the truth, just so that you know it. So we're noting the fact on this trade it's within a couple $100. Okay, that's noted. Okay, but it's still very close. So we're going to keep that in the toolkit in terms of the trading, in terms of the data sets that we look at and the trades we look at, the trades that we trade. Okay, so in terms of, let's go through a little bit in terms of, yes, we have the somewhat of an indication here. Now I'll talk about the technical requirements, because what we're building into now is potentially a confirmation, okay, in process. As you would look at this, well, why are we going back down? And I say it's a pretty high confirmation. We standardly would expect just a nice nudge up over this level of resistance. As I talk about confirmation, you'll hear me talk about it all the time. We'd like to operate within the bull flag, okay, downward sloping, easy stuff, guys, downward sloping resistance channel, right? Resistance and support. Then we'd like to just, if we could just tuck up over the top of the resistance, not necessarily this high. Okay, that's a pretty high confirmation to let you know. The notion is just the same notion here in terms of prior resistance becoming support. What's you got within a few $100s here, okay? They may have been playing aggressive, essentially within this threshold here, that previous resistance. But we're always watching those previous levels. Show me a prior resistance. I'll show you orders at that level. People who schedule in an order at that level. So when we're up and over the top resistance here, we're looking to just nudge over the top, okay? And that's not a bad. We could nudge up a bit more, maybe even something about like this. Then down to the prior resistance, confirming it as support, and we need that momentum, boom, to the upside. I did let the VIP know earlier on today. We were in the back, and I told them they know this. I said, We don't want the confirmation here, but technically, and I did say we need some rocket fuel because we were kind of pushing in an unfavorable pattern once we got up and over. The reconfirmation of resistance as support, boom, and a move to the upside is just a very technical approach. Okay, it's a very technical, I'd say a common frame technical approach that the market takes that we're glad to continue to take. Just technically expressed, we need that prior resistance as support. Bam, move to the upside. So in the with the overall look of things, to pretend like this is just a normal confirmation, let's go to Polkadot. Let's look at DOT because I want you guys to recognize something real quickly in terms of this expressed confirmation. There are whole groups, I believe in Asia, believe it or not, that are very of the opinion, extremely of the opinion that Polkadot acts as a precursor to Bitcoin. I don't know if you guys know that. If you've paid attention to that, it's very interesting. They spend a lot of time designating the fact or studying Polkadot, what it's doing to predict where Bitcoin is going. I didn't know that, but it's something that you guys can research that and figure that out. It's pretty interesting. So let's take on the right-hand side. Let's take a look at Polkadot. By the way, congrats to anyone who did trade after that video that I did do in terms of Polkadot. We'll just do that again. You guys, congratulations. Where is DOT? Let me get down to DOT. Where did DOT go? DOT, D-O-T, boom. Anyway, we got the video a couple of days or weeks ago. Not sure it wants me to reload to search it, but yeah, about 2 weeks ago in terms of the timing, just to show, there we go, DOT right here. Bull flag, boom. Let's look at Polkadot, what it did on its bull flag. Let's take a look at this bull flag on the right. We had this specified bull flag on the right. I think we had actually even denoted it like this. If you guys look and lined it out in terms of the technicals, this was kind of a difficult bull flag. DOT is stodgy at times. It takes its time. It's not in a rush to go where it's going. It's not the highest velocity coin. If it moves 15, 20% in a day, that's a special day for DOT. 20% particularly is a special day for DOT. They offer a lot of leverage products with DOT, so to the extent that people are always looking for that 20% gain, really on 5L, that'd be anywhere from maybe 80 to 100% gain on a 5L leverage coin. And when I say leverage, you guys are often confused, and maybe I won't say confused, but with the variety of different exchanges, with the variety of different products out there, just understand when I say leverage, typically I'm not talking about options all the time. Sometimes we'll discuss that in terms of futures, etc. Now, the coins that operate in the futures market, as you look at this, the key focal here on DOT was this prior resistance, and I always want that to be a parallel channel to the best extent possible. Different time frames will offer different approaches at this. I'm on the 4 hourly on DOT. The support, the resistance, right? From that resistance up over the top and then boom, right back onto the resistance as support, bam. Really, DOT gave you a double confirmation, very uncomfortable in terms of prior resistance to support, boom, dribbling down into the prior resistance again to really confirm it as support. And wow, we didn't achieve a swing failure here. We didn't get a lower low. We still had a higher low, right? You get a swing failure when you have a lower low, right, or a lower high, right? Any move that would indicate a change in the trend, right? Because we're going up, higher highs, higher low, higher high, higher low. So we maintained that in terms of DOT, at least on the 4 hourly that we're looking at right now. But that extreme kind of pour over into prior resistance, then boom, move to the upside. It's just proof that this specific pattern right here on BTC may complete. So I want to keep that open. I want to keep you open-minded in terms of this bull flag here. Just looking at the price pattern, it's not always what we want. DOT's gotten a little aggressive the last few days. I want to just shout out to Angel and anyone else in VIP that decided to trade DOT. Very, very good. Exciting profits. They're just nice moves, right? Very, very nice moves. So we would look at the 4 hourly. I know my price target because it is the pivot on the 4 hourly. That's a 45% gain in 27 days from my target. Bam. That's not bad, guys. 45% in 27 days. Very, very nicely done. The purpose of bringing this up is the fact from the support to the resistance, right? And this is my target. I just know it's the literal pivot on the 4 hourly chart. That is it exactly. Okay, so Angel, shout out to you, my man. We had some similar success in the targets I delivered to you in 2021 on Luna. Way to go. Love setting the bottom of the market. That is the best I can do. It's not just what you own or what you invest in. The question is always at what price. I love to dig in at the lower price. I love to paint the floor with the targets, right? Literally have your target be the floor on the 4 hourly. That was my target. So shout out to you, Angel. Hope you're doing well tonight, brother. And yeah, I communicated with you a little bit today just to shout out. I had a run in with a nice young lady, and we had a good time just hanging out for a minute. And shout out to her if she is around. We had a little Jamba Juice together. Good girl, nice girl. So looking at DOT, we've got an interesting framework here that I have not discussed much with anybody. To the extent that anyone's trading DOT, you can let me know your trading, and potentially we can go over DOT a bit more. It's not a key focal here. It is a coin. But guys, we've got Phantom, we've got Cosmos, we've got what have we got, guys? Luna, we've got Gala, we've got Mina's been hot. LRC went through the roof. We've got what else do we have in terms of ADA is taken off in phenomenal form. By the way, let me look at a list now that I've gone through some. Doge. What's up, Doge? How's Doge doing? Doge is just rocking through it. I have to go through this. A lot of the guys started trading Doge. If you got in trading Bitcoin, congratulations. That's the way to do it. But in terms of this upside move here, it overperformed, didn't it? It pushed this line of resistance on this ascending triangle. It pushed that line of resistance to the top formation here and gave you a larger upside. So nice to see. You got to say, nice to see Doge. When you look at something that's 80% off, it's 80% down. I don't want to touch it. I just tell everybody, it's it's a coin that when it does get going, you just kind of want to stand back. It's like SHIB, etc. And for the people who didn't participate in Doge from 0.005 to the the what is that? 12,450%. Okay, just a really nice move, right? Just a confirmation that thing wanted to get up and go, right? That's a 100x, guys. That's a 100x in 2020. What was that? Essentially, the crossover between 2020 to 21. So it may need to flatten out for a while. In addition to what it's currently doing now, the guys in the Doge pack, they do not care. SHIB is a similar story. A lot of profits. We have covered the bullish features and streamed on Doge. We got a lot of love for Doge. SHIB, you can see my targets on SHIB. Just talk about painting the floor, just like all over the place on SHIB. We definitely had a great time in terms of this original move up, then this patterning along the bottom. Just set your targets, guys. Set your targets. And that area down there was kind of, it's kind of lonely down there. Nobody wanted to participate in SHIB. Until it took off from that zone, and really that's where it became popular in this area when people bought it. I just say from the target, really bought into it about 351% too high. So we're paying attention to things like that all over the market all the time, and that's a key lesson right here in terms of distractions, etc. And yeah, maybe you just want to play bull pennants the entirety of the time. As we look at that, yeah, about a 350% rise thus far from that lower target. If you hit both of them, you're looking at a nice move. Just 1,000%, very nice. Knocking zeros to the right and to the left is SHIB. Nice job, huh? So let's go to the Luna doing well, Mana. Let's go back to BTC and keep an eye on her, see that she's doing well in her attempt to confirm. I do confirm that prior resistance as support on that bull flag. I want to shout out to Slim. Slim, brother, what's up? I appreciate that info in the back on the indicator. Always looking for cool stuff like that. I've got, don't we have a litany of those? If you can just find one that really suits you well, it's fine. That top indicator, I think I've given that to you in the back, if not just the reversal finder. That reversal finder is a key feature. Sometimes you might want to plug into that. They're not always accurate. So the ones that are just indicative of a line, etc. That's really nice. The fractals with the kind of zones of operation. That whole sweet HULL sweet indicator is nice sometimes. Just to we just don't like indicators that repaint, right? It's something that'll tell you buy it. It's almost set against you to say buy it, and then it'll change over in 30 seconds, or right after it clicks to the next time frame, then it'll say sell in the previous time frame. Like, what? It's like, we can do that without an indicator. That's no problem. So some of those are useful, and that specific one looks very useful. So looking at the framework here, if we go up to the candle wicks, 2022, we check the wicks, right? Without a doubt. Great call, I got to say, on VIP, also on APE. Great call. Huge to find that bottom line formation in line with that golden pocket. It's been a great move since the golden pocket. We called the top on APE, the Board Ape Yacht Club. You guys pay attention to those. Make sure all your notifications are on. If you guys are trading APE, etc. Now you're back to about the original position, but it's not without the drop of 40+%. Right, 40+% really from the top. The overall, let's just go through this because it's been a popular coin. It created some additional cash for VIP in the market. So about a 50% drop from this specific line. If we stepped up the Fibonacci, it's right into that golden pocket area, and from that hit, and again, guys, nice finding those patterns. Great technical work in terms of finding that pattern. But what is that? A 44% rebound. That's not bad in 3 days. So it's not as aggressive as some of the other coins have been. It's up and out. We'd like to see from here some kind of a pattern framework put together if it's going to rebound and do well. Some people will just kind of hold off to see if it's going to establish some sort of a nice principled macro pattern that could be established or respected by the market. You guys know Robo coin. What was that? Robot? You guys seen that on Gate? That robot, what is that? The robot, I don't know. Robot coin. You guys saw that, huh? Rebel Robots. You guys saw Rebel Robots, huh? Rebel Robots has been one of the most incredible coins thus far this year that has gone well ignored by the entirety of the community. All right, Rebel Robots, just to pay attention, guys, Rebel Robots literally has gone from, we're just going to go through this, 10 cents to $3. Okay, 10 cents to $3, a 30x, okay, in 10 days. So to the extent that you're not fully paying attention to those new coins, a 30x in 10 days is something special, guys. That's a nice move. A 30x in 10 days. Hello, have you guys been paying attention to Rebel Robots? Very interesting coin. It's an NFT play, and a little bit more sophisticated in terms of their approach. It's to the extent that they incorporate those NFTs into another marketplace or into another form or fashion. What I'd say is they or utilize them. It's very much of the OpenSea mass algorithmic I'd say available, just that algorithmically available mass-produced NFT with a lot of character to each NFT and variety to them. So it's been a very interesting coin to watch you guys trade, and I appreciate the opportunity to bring some of those as they're on the way up. Every now and then I'll bring a feature like that before it launches. Okay, so we've seen a lot of strength in the marketplace on startups, and we're paying more attention to them now. To the extent that they're a little bit more reliable, they're desirable. To the extent that it's a 1 in 10 chance, we're going to go with another one. Let's try and invest. It gets a little bit. We lose a little bit of steam on them, right? It's like the entire market. We don't want anyone to get burned on the startups. They can be unpredictable. Once they start their move to the upside, targeting them with Fibonacci's, etc., and applying the basic strategy. If you can apply the basic strategy, and that Rebel Robots is one that you've been able to do that on. A 30x in 10 days. That's impressive. That's kind of a that's like Doge, like Doge pop up, 10x in a certain amount of time, etc. So BTC early many times has popped up 4x, 5x, 10x over a period of time, particularly when it was early on BTC. So we like those new coins that want to gain ground, always looking for that management team, dev team, that utility, and making sure it's a quality project and not just any kind of I don't want to say a pump and dump, but any kind of a scam involved like that to where people will lose their money. We're here to try and facilitate people's trading. That's just it. That's the goal. And we want success stories like Josh on the bottom, $1 million in terms of his trade earnings in 2021, and I put him up to the challenge. He did it. He gave me the credit for it. That's the kind of success that we want. We don't want any kind of a startup that goes south, and so we're a little cautious on that, with the understanding that VIP, you guys do understand. What's up, Slim? Let's see what you got in the comment section real quickly. Definitely, Torque, you won't find anyone on YouTube breaking everything down, explaining it the way he does. Isn't that nice? I gotta say thanks, Slim. Boom, 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 boom. Boom. And, the thing is about that, Torque and Slim, as we do it, we're covering all the technicals. So it's part of it is just reframing within the, I'd say, the context of the current operation of the pricing. But you guys know we find clever angles to approach the market from. We find the different time frames. We spend the time as we're going through the technicals. We'll stumble upon something that the rest of the market hasn't found. Right? We'll be able to participate in something because we spend that extra time in the market. So for me, it's just nice to be able to try and bring you guys a competitive advantage. It's nice to say, well, anyone could beat the market with enough cash, right? Your overall returns may beat theirs, but with enough cash, well, just keep throwing cash into it, right? That's kind of one approach in the market. The second approach is spend enough time with the market, learn its tricks, learn its what it's presenting, what are the opportunities it's presenting to you, and the more time that we spend in the market, that you guys spend in the market, you start to learn these kind of. It's almost like a switch. The market will have a switch, and that switch gets thrown, maybe 8 or 9 out of 10 times. Well, if you get to get paid when that switch goes off, kind of one of its little tendencies that it seems to be expressing, then that's what you want. That's the ability to capture gain ahead of the rest of the market that's not paying attention to the market to that degree. It's just it's really exciting. So. Yeah, I appreciate that, guys, and it's a pleasure. It's a lot of fun. You guys are not shabby yourselves. You know that very much. As we would look at the, and it's a lot to process mentally. I'll tell you that. I know that you're smart guys because you are able to process this amount of information, and it's just at times you just get tired. For a while I raced cars, and I would in a semi-pro to pro series, etc. And I just noted then. Doge is pumping back up good. Yeah, it is. Boom, 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 boom. Let's go. Let's go, Doge. I just wanted to stream Doge tonight. To tell you the truth, I really did. I was coming home, and I was like, I just want to stream Doge. I was like, at the same time, when BTC gets going, I don't want to stream anything else but BTC. But Doge, the thing is, I want Doge to get back up. I want it to get back up, in terms of that low level, in terms of the low hit into the market at the 0.86. Guys, we got nothing but love for Doge, period. You guys have to know that. It's just I don't understand the community that says, well, we want, and it's up to 13.2 cents. That's not much, but hey, we know who got the low in the market, like absolutely the low in the market. It is proof that you can beat the market. All right, VIP in the back. I want to shout out, was that you, Pathfinder? I think it was Pathfinder. He got that 0.86, our custom level 0.86, 30% trade, and it was real close, okay, in terms of retesting that specific level. You had to play aggressive from that top level, but multiple patterns in play. So proof you can beat the market without a doubt, guys. You can beat the market, the average returns in the market. I'll tell you, Doge has been great in terms of the pattern formation, consistency, and some bullish activity. If you're not trading Doge, I don't know, guys. There's a lot of price action, a lot of different areas right now, but Doge is kicking. You guys should just pay attention. When it gives you a pattern, pay attention. Looks like it's in the process of going super trend right now. That's a big deal. At least out of that channel framework, throw over to the top, through that line of resistance, boom, as it hits to the upside. Okay, so a lot is in action with Doge. Let's just take a look at this in terms of that top line resistance. We have a flat top here. I'm always looking for a flat top opportunity. Boom. To see whether or not we have indicated an ascending triangle with a larger upside target. The market's going to be looking for a flat top somewhere. Presence of buyers is indicated. Buyers taking boom at that preceding mark right here. Okay, just the lateral flat top. Look for them to see whether or not you can indicate an upside target. Boom. What a beautiful completion that would be, up to the 14-cent mark. That'd be an additional, and we'll have to look at the micro here in a minute, but the additional, let's see, that 5.2% would be nice, particularly if you're on I'd say a leverage coin or a multiple coin, right, in terms of the 3 long, 5 long, etc. You don't have to trade the options for those. It just kind of comes wrapped up in a bundle with one specific coin. So those are kind of easy to deal with. This move to the upside looks like we have a little bit of a pennant or a flag formation. To the extent that you would be measured up with that specifically, you'd have a little bit of a lower target. Let's see if we met that. Not quite yet. Let's look at the specific, get into the 5-minute here. Boom, boom. We spent so much time streaming Doge. We just had a blast doing it, guys. We just really had a blast doing it. So it's just a good, it's a cool community. I mean, there's a lot of cool dudes that trade Doge, and girls, dudes and girls. We've had some great VIPs, etc. Looking at this framework here, this bottom line move, this slam back down from this this top side resistance. And guys, you don't have to trade Doge, but we just, I don't know. It's about at that target. You guys check out that ascending triangle. Let's get back over to BTC. It's just stuck at negative 0.27. So some people won't touch Doge. I'm like, man, you didn't make any money on it, probably. Like, you know, if you're talking about something and technically speaking about it, it's done well. SHIB has done well. Doge has done well. Everything from Solana to Phantom to what do we got here? From FXS to Near to Dust to Dark, Jasmine. Not going to say that. What else we got here with Mana? Yes, took a long time to get there. Sand, phenomenal. AXS, unbelievable. Right? BNB, kind of boring, been around for a while, just seems like stodgy price action, but hey, it performs relatively well if you like to trade it. AVAX has done well in 2021. These are all coins that we covered, right? Atom, Cosmos, one of the best charts in the business right now, guys. Atom, we'd like to see it pick up and run to the upside. Harmony 1 is along there with that same framework. Phantom is close there behind FTM. Floki is low as low could go. You guys know Floki really went down the rabbit hole. And let's see what we've got. Got a good old text group, by the way. Interesting. Not sure what. Text group, by the way. Well, whoops, I must have messed that up. That's okay. Not sure what. Not sure what I just did. I think I sent a picture of a girl that I don't know, that I met today. That it was nice. She was an actress. I wanted to let someone know that she had some talent, etc. And I think I sent some information to the wrong person, or it was one of my buddies. You guys will appreciate this. I think I sent the same picture to VIP. Unfortunately, one of my buddies had included me on a spread spectrum, or a dual, as we look at BTC in this channel formation while we watch the price action here on BTC and the channel formation here. I had had a little bit of a Jamba Juice or something with a nice girl today, and she has some great pictures. She's a model and an actress and all this different stuff, maybe with like Maxim or close, whatever it would be. And so I sent it to another friend of mine in California, and he had dual copied me in a conversation with another friend of his, and I had forgotten. I replied to that friend of his as well in the text message that I sent, and I sent the near cover photo for, I think, Maxim that this girl was in. And this is just the truth. And my friend, understand, I just sent it to two people instead of one. I thought I was just sending it to my buddy. And then I get a message back from the other person in the message that I didn't know, that realized that I'd sent the picture to, and it was a nice picture. It's completely respectable, I promise. Very nice, and VIP can vouch for that. It's not a bad picture at all. But as luck would have it, the other person just writes me back and says, "This is a Christian Buddhist group." By the way, the other person was a Christian Buddhist group. Actually, no, that is actually my friend. He's joking around. And okay, good, because I thought I had sent it to him and the wrong person. Actually, that is another girl, though, that's in that. It's a little more complicated than it sounds. I'll stop talking about it. Very nice girl. I will just say, ma'am, if you are listening tonight to the stream, I gave you the link, and it's a pleasure to meet you. And you're a beautiful girl. I think you should have won that competition. By the way, I would have voted for you. So anyway, I've got some. Well, I don't know. Nothing, everything clean, top shelf clean, above the radar, right? Nothing sketchy about VIP, I promise. But anyway, I had to tell you guys, because normally I'm texting Angel. Right now, my buddy just contacted me back. I guess he's messing with me, because he says I just sent it to a Christian Buddhist text group, which anyway, I don't know what that is, because he's cool. He dates different girls and does stuff like that. And so I sent him a picture of this girl, completely off the topic of crypto. This is VIP, by the way. So we do have lives. We do different things. We have, it's just, we get into this stuff every now and then. It's just funny. So anyway, guys, I'll get back to the technicals. It's not my fault. It's just kind of who I am sometimes. I really like beautiful women. I think they were created kind of for us, and it's a nice part of life to have them around when they're around. And I think that's one of the biggest compliments we can pay to a beautiful woman, is just inform her of that. Probably the cheesiest line you could ever use, but if it's coming from the heart, man, what can they say? Just throw it on, just throw it out there like that. Just let them know. Anyway, you guys don't need help in that department. I know some of you are married. Some of you are like, yeah, that used to be fun. But anyway, As we look at BTC, the top level of resistance, ascending line of support, and it doesn't go without saying because we spend so much time in crypto, you guys know this, and I always tell you guys, eat well, sleep well, and continue to invest in those relationships that you knew were worth investing in before you started investing. Now, part of that is, your interactivity levels, etc. We're VIP. We gotta maintain, right? We gotta have a off the computer, off the crypto kind of, it's not all the time, but sometimes we gotta play that card. In terms of the support, resistance, support, resistance, a little bit of a failure in this zone. Right, a little bit of an underperformance here, okay, already. I'll just say that already. But as we're trying to reconfirm off of this, you may want to take a good look at your specific. And I know you're probably laughing, Slim and everybody else in the back. Path, you guys are laughing. You saw the picture, huh? Yeah, my friend said this is a Christian Buddhist group, but then he put a monkey with the eyes over it. I realized that. Let me put I realized that. I'm going to put I realized that in case. I'm not sure what I did. I just sent it to the wrong person. Man, that is just okay. I'm going to have to just say that is okay. I'm excited I sent that picture to the wrong person. There's nothing like good publicity for the young lady. It's like a model cover shot for Maxim magazine. She's a very beautiful young lady. I sent it to the wrong person. Now I'm going to send it to the right person. And because I guess that was just my fault. I did not intentionally do that. I sent it to. The problem was. This is just the way it goes, huh? He had hooked me up. This is bad, guys. You have to know the details. It's funny, though. He had put me on the phone with another girl, right? This girl was a massage therapist. I'm like, a massage therapist? Like, I don't need a massage therapist. And, I'm joking with him. I don't need a massage therapist. Come on. I'm fine. I'm healthy. But obviously, he's a cool guy. He's one of my friends, so he had put me in touch with a three-way chat, and I wound up talking to her, right? Well, she's a nice girl, a real nice girl. She's into crypto, believe it or not. So I told her about the group, everything else. And so I'm talking with my friend. I'll call him Big B. He's a big guy. He's involved in some heavy crypto, etc. And so I sent the picture from this girl today. I should bring her up. You guys want to see her? You guys want to see this girl? I don't know. Let's. I'm just gonna do it for her because there's nothing like good publicity, huh? Let's do. This is just nice. She's a Carvelli. Let's see this. Very, very interesting girl. Very nice. Look at her. She's beautiful. Nice girl. No problem. Very, very nice girl. So I was with Isla today. Very respectful, very nice chick, no problem. Has some very exciting photos. I say there's some exciting photos here, but everything respectful, everything very artistically done, etc. She's an actress, like this chick, like, whoa, she a vampire, it's just some different stuff going on. But there were some different, if you click around here, there's some very kind of, I'd say, aggressively attractive photos in here, some aggressively attractive photos. And so I sent that photo accidentally to my buddy in a chat on an SMS picture, and there's some aggressively beautiful photos in there. I'll just say that. And I sent it to my buddy, and I forgot that was the chat on my SMS text that was also hooked up with the. I also sent it to that. To the therapist, to the physical therapist that he set me up with. So that was not good. You guys just see what I did? I just sent her picture and some of the more aggressively beautiful pictures. I just call them aggressively beautiful. You can check them out to the extent it won't require a taking off your filter of your. I'll say that it will not require taking off the filter of your Google search. How about that? It's okay. So that's good. But I just sent that to another girl. Dang it. You guys ever done stuff like that? You meet you meet a great girl, you're trying to say, hey, I just met this hot chick, boom. And then you send it to the girl you just met instead of to the guy that you were saying, hey, I just met this great girl. Hey, by the way, check this out. Bam, nice photo. And you send it to the chick that you to the old chick that you had met like a few weeks back ago. Not good, huh? Just not good. Bad protocol. Very, very bad. Yeah. So anyway, that just happened. I just did that today. So VIP, you know what I'm talking about. I just sent that photo to the girl that I'd met about 3 or 4 weeks ago, which is a problem. Anyway, it's a problem for that girl. So anyway, good gosh. Way to go, London. In the house, huh? Just focusing on crypto. Things happen. That's okay. I'm willing to take the bumps and bruises along the way. We are focused on crypto. That's okay. These things happen. Fallout from the Jamba Juice. Man. Beautiful girl. Some aggressively beautiful photos in there. Looking at the confirmation here. Let's refocus on crypto. Let's refocus on crypto. You guys have funny things that happen too. You let me know about it. I want to know. It's VIP. We it's life. Things happen, man. You sent a chick shot to the old girl that's not the chick. Oh man. Ever say, oh no, it's over with the old chick. Like, oh man. That's all right. As part of we have to do that every now and then to remind ourselves to be careful what we do on our electronics. But thank goodness it was a decent photo and everything like that. It wasn't like nothing nasty, anything like that. I try and maintain a professional decorum in all circumstances to a great degree. So in terms of this this nature of this specific bull flag, we'll get back to this bull flag and shout out in the VIP guys. Let me know what you're looking at, what you're trading. And a long story short, London just messed it up. Huh? Made a nice, beautiful new girl, and then boom, he just ruined it with the old girl. Not even the old girl, but just that's one way to eliminate your to lower your possibilities. Huh? Just with the anyway. Anyway. We'll talk about all that later. Hope you guys are doing well with your relationships. With your what do we have here? What do we have here? I just don't know. I don't know which one is. Okay, now I'm figuring that on the side. I got to focus. I got to turn my phone off. I can't do that. You see what happened? One little Jamba Juice. The VIP in the back know what happened. But one little Jamba Juice led to all this confusion and everything else. How is Doge? How is Doge? I miss that we used to have girls and guys in VIP. The women, I got to tell you, got to be careful sometimes. The women in our VIP, some of them were like handling their bosses, just so we talk about, and we're waiting for this confirmation back on level of resistance on this specific bull flag. Support resistance, move to the upside. Classic bull flag. And just to let you guys know a little bit of VIP history, I mean, it was one of these deals. We found out one of the girls, she's good-looking girl. She's nice looking. I'll say that. It didn't look suspicious at all. I don't know. Maybe we should have known something's up. Like, a beautiful woman that's joining VIP. What's really going on? We should have known something was up, huh? Beautiful woman joining VIP. What's going on? Next time I'll know, huh? I'll have to, what's going on? Beautiful woman in VIP. What's the story, right? And we've had a few, and they're great. They're great to have around, and hopefully, hopefully they're beautiful in terms of their attitude and their kindness, things like that, right? That's the only thing that really matters, in addition to et cetera. What I say is, but the one girl, she was there. She's very, very, she looked great. She was fine. She presented very well. I should say that. Then I found out she was trying to run her boss's crypto account with our trade signals, and her boss was a dentist. Like, you're going to work every day for a dentist, and you're in VIP, and you're running your boss's entire trade account, crypto trade account with our signals. Man, I was like, no way, huh? So she had an agenda. So you got to watch these girls. You got to watch them. If you're a girl and you're listening right now, or a woman, a lady, we are excited to have you in our group. But don't go down the dentist route with us and take our signals, take our know-how. Please look at Mina rocking and rolling. You guys look at Mina. Boom. Look at this. Nice move to the upside, downward sloping channel. Nice move. Can't miss that move. Now, that's a bull flag extraordinaire. That is a bull flag in the works, guys. That's a beautiful bull flag. Bam, move to the upside. See how it interacted as well, though. Some coins have been a little bit challenging as we found this. I want to say VIP found this in the back. Boom, days ago before the liftoff, right? That's 67% in the last 7 days. Shout out to the VIP. Sorry for the little bit of the side talk. It just if I mess up somehow like that, I want to let you guys know. I will not let that go by without me letting you know I just colossally messed up. So I'm going to tell you guys. It's part of the deal. So anyway. So. Yeah, a lot of stories. Just interesting stories. Life is full of stories. So down to the dentist, Looking at this nice formation here on Mina. Nice, huh? Nice falling wedge. Beautiful expression. Nice to see a clear, boom, breakout like this. Just even on a coin that's really down. That's the thing about Mina that's impressive. Really got up and out. It just took that, literally the VIP in the back saying, hey, check it out. And boom, moved to the upside. Like 70% in like 7 to 9 days. That's nice. And just the bull flag. Just as we're looking at the bull flag to really review classical requirements, level of support, level of resistance. Now it pushed a little across the top, right? It pushed a little across the top. Let's go into the lower time frame. See if we can get into the lower time frame. See if we had a specific confirmation. Now, the lower time frame may be a little challenging on this. Yeah, there you go. Confirmation hit, boom, boom, right? Took some time while it decided to get up and get out. That lower, that's on the 5 minute. You'll see a little bit of constriction. We'll just note that right now in terms of little variability in terms of that flag. Could have pushed up to achieve a parallel function, then really gone past the level of required confirmation here. You see off the candle wicks a pretty good move down within threshold again, not an exact touch. If you guys were looking for that return to the ascending triangle, you notice on MENA, not an exact confirmation down on MENA. So we're seeing this a bit in the market from BTC, right, from the return to that, essentially the return within a few $100s, right, to that prior level of resistance on the specified. We'll just go through this on the specified. That's the Bitcoin dominance. Let me get back to Bitcoin real quickly. Boom. And here we go. So yeah, back to this, not quite a return to a prior level of resistance. When that a few $100s, we just saw in MENA, not a real clear confirmation in terms of that specific, let's say that prior resistance turning into support. Okay, so we're gonna pay attention in terms of the level of exactness required, or that level of specificity that we're receiving from the market. Hugely important, guys. If we start to kind of confirm a little bit off, not quite return to our targets, etc. You know, right now that would be an indication that we're getting a little bit more bullish. You guys see not a full return to prior resistance, picking up early, even on these lines, a few $100s off to $75 off on these previous lines of resistance here. We would have, expected to see potentially down to this level, but the fact that, here not required, then thereafter on like MENA, the bull flag, not all the way to the prior, and I guess we're going a lot from the lines, judging by the candles as well. That's part of the aspect as well. Like you find, if you want it on every time frame, you're not going to get it on every time frame. Just so that you know, when we talk about conformance, etc., or the conformance amongst the time frames, you're not going to get it on every time frame. You're not going to get the line confirming on every time frame. To the extent you do, like on the daily, you might, for the most part, on the lower time frames, but they're probably going to be expressive of a lot more volatility, and probably even a changed pattern if you can even view the lower time frame, like let's say on a bull flag on the daily, right? So looking at this, looking at the specific chart work on the 30-minute time frame, just look at the let's dig in real quickly here as we look at the confirmation attempt and process now. Back to the candle wicks as we talk about whether or not it would be more aggressive or less aggressive in terms of bulls marching in, requiring or not requiring, in the context of like DOT, in terms of that real large line expression, that looking at the 4 hourly again. Let me get, was drawing some different computations on that. That was a great chart. Huh? That was me kind of driving, trying to come up with some different solutions in terms of this support resistance. Found a few solutions. That's me needing to do the clean slate. You guys know, for a clean slate on your board anytime you need to, and I do this multiple times a day as I'm working. Hit that trash can, boom, everything's gone. You guys know the trash can on the bottom left of your screen. I'll do that 2 to 3 times when I'm working heavily on a chart. Boom, I will hit the trash can. So like on DOT, boom, I'll just hit on the left-hand side, bam, I'll hit the trash can, ready for round 2, just so that you guys know in terms of the level of technicals and the options that you have in terms of the deletion. That deletion is very, very important. So in terms of that bull flag here on DOT, strong confirmation, grinding in, bam, on the 4 hourly. In fact, prior resistance just really chiseled and then boom, moved to the upside. That was like a super confirmation on that 4 hourly. Very nice to see. To the extent that we have, and we will look at, let's see here. That's the Dow rebounding a little bit. Nice to see that. BTC. To the extent that we're dealing with a circumstance right now on the candle wicks, right, on the lower time frame on the candle wicks instead of on that 4 hourly. I mean, just consider what we're discussing. The 4 hourly on the line chart versus a confirmation on a smaller time frame, 30 minutes to 5 minutes on the candle wicks, right? So we're discussing the difference between, essentially, guys, the difference between requiring a lot of time spent at a level to really carve in on like the 4 hourly, meaning how many 4 hour intervals will it spend at this level, versus how many 5 minute intervals will it spend at this level. right, in terms of that reconfirmation. So that is a that's a big difference. This is a much quicker move thus far in terms of, but a smaller move, okay, in terms of BTC versus DOT. But congrats to anybody who traded DOT. Very nicely done. So, want to hear what you guys got going on. Let's see what's moving real quickly. This is just my general ETF list. I have another list in terms of the Binance list. Let's go through the Binance list and kind of see what's cooking on the Binance list. Engine, huh? You called it. I mean, every day we hear a chart in the back and it's going up. It's not always Doge. Boom. Nice to see Doge rolling. Nice to see Doge rocking and rolling. Today I wanted to do a Doge stream. I have to tell you guys, it's up 4% after being up another 3% after being up another. I mean, it's been nice. Let's go to the daily candles. Let's look at the daily candles on Doge and see what she's done. It's been nice, guys. Way to go on Doge. I'm a huge fan on Doge. Look at this. Nice framework. I have the candles set differently, just so that you know. I have the candles set to where they are indicative of time at or above specified moving averages. Okay, so you'll see in the beginning here, my green indicate to me that we're above moving averages. Now, in terms of green candles, those are green candles. Boom, boom, boom. Right? These are green candles. Bam, bam, bam. That's some nice price action. Like this day, if you guys remember trading that was awesome. That was Doge and House, right? I mean, they had to shut down the exchanges because there was so much price action. That is so cool, guys. That is just awesome. We were so excited. I guess not that they had to shut it down, but like that's some history, right? Between, as you would look at it, just extremely impressive price action previously on Doge. And you guys can tell me data or news driven or is it just natural technicals? Because we're up against some let's say Slim. I'm gonna do Slim news on Doge or pure technicals. Pure technicals. I want to ask that question because it's important to the extent that it can start to behave itself a bit, and it's such a low level. It's been almost 80. It's been over 85% off since the all-time high. That's a big recoup to the top. You guys know that it's waned in terms of its overall kind of the publicity has kind of waned a little bit. Elon said he hadn't sold any Doge. So that's important for us just to say, well, he's still sticking strong with it. We would like to see kind of, a little bit of a little bit more of a flat runway. It wouldn't even take a long time. Just flatten this out just a little bit would be really nice. You guys know, just flatten this out. This flat runway here is really nice to look back at in terms of either that or a double bottom like we got there, which most people, we didn't realize we were going through here, a nice double bottom, boom, before that huge move to the upside. So would like to see if you guys know anything in the back that's moving well. But the days or that is moving the coin well in terms of news or any commentary on Doge, etc. That would be nice. So let's see what we have. Boom, 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 boom. Want to shout out to VIP. What's up? Hope you guys doing well. Basecamp, what's up? Hope you doing well. Sorry for the. I won't apologize actually for the just the whatever the talk about the girl, the this and that. It's part of life, guys. We hang out. We're guys. We're going to talk about that stuff to the extent that there are ladies involved who are here. I welcome you to the VIP, and you are just welcome here. We love having a nice group here. So you're welcome. We would like you to trade with us without a doubt. And if you're sending around pictures about guys, don't worry about it. You're welcome here. Just have a good time. So in terms of the, I won't apologize for sending pictures around about girls I meet that are exciting. That's life. That's living. That's VIP, guys. That's what's up. Doesn't happen every day. I'll say that. So when it happens, we get excited about it here. We got a group looking for a confirmation, down 0.15%. BTC kind of pushing, acting like she's going to curl up here into a bit of a potential bullish pattern. Wouldn't be a bad idea. That's on right now. As you guys remember, we just looked at the candle work, right? Looked at that candle work in terms of that top level expression. Boom. The top level expression in this area drawn down through, bam, preceding pivot as well at that secondary wick formation there, and we did achieve a technical hit back at the prior resistance on the candles. So very nice to see. I told VIP again in the back, I was like, I don't want to see a confirmation, but technically it would be required, right? And everyone's like, we know. We would like it just to go up, no problem. So, yeah, note to self, it wasn't one of these circumstances, boom. It wasn't one of these circumstances, bam. All right, even this, did this really confirm across this? It did not confirm on that one. We just, so BTC can get up and out without a confirmation. To the extent that it's required, a few coins have already had that. You guys let me know what you're looking at. I know it's just nice that Doge is up, man. What's up, Doge? We're excited about Doge. Nice to see Sheeb get on all the way back up there on Sheeb. Let's see. Hive, Engine, Mina, Dirk, Mana, Anchor. Yeah, okay. Just looking at the Binance list for a while. Let's go back to ETF coins. Okay, and exchange traded fund coins. BTC, there we go. So looking at the confirmation, it's a little bit high to the extent that it's an equivalent top here. That's why I have this set in here. It's not a failure per se, okay, that we're up and out and trying to confirm. We're operating right now within the context of an ascending triangle. Okay, ascending potential line of support. It's projected ascending line of support. That's giving some, I don't know, a few opportunities for people to stack orders along this level of support. All right, it is, as a matter of fact, that is what's going on in the market. Okay, as we would look at the channel framework to the upside, let's take a look at this. The channel framework to the upside. Let's go to the 30-minute and take a look. Let's see what we got. Just that channel framework to the upside. Let me unlock this. It's already unlocked. It's good. But in terms of that channel framework to the upside, we don't necessarily want to push beyond. I have a centralized feature here just to capture that central level, okay? And there may be a higher level, lower level, right? The threshold that would be captured well by the pitchfork. That's the pitchfork on the left side of TradingView. It's there in front of everybody all the time, okay? That's the one thing. You say it's not popular. It's not this. That's one of the primary tools to use on TradingView. So if you guys have been through the TradingView, actually, the update on the cell phone, I'm not digging that totally. It's a little bit different. I don't know how you guys feel about that TradingView application update on the cell phone. Not sure about that. Yeah, it's okay, but to the extent it gives us more screen space, that's fine. But it's nice to be able to operate on the cell phone. Just when you're out and about. So in terms of the move, if we stall out at this level, it's a little bit difficult because we're not trading a breakout necessarily right now because we've overcompleted. I say we've overshot with the required notion that's ongoing in terms of a potential confirmation, prior resistance to support, right? Boom, to the upside. We'd love that. To the extent that the buyers and sellers want to participate in this area, I'll just tell you one thing. If the buyers and sellers want to participate in this area, please listen to me. Please pay attention. If the buyers and sellers choose to participate in this area over the next threshold of hours, minutes, days, okay? If they choose to do this, there is a lot of room for a lot of altcoins to really take off, okay? Because altcoins love, when BTC is really strongly consolidating, altcoins love to push to the upside. You guys know that. So to the extent that this is capped off for a minute in BTC, and Bitcoin's another one that loves to surprise. So in terms of altcoins going to be ready to push versus BTC, well, could mainstay in this pattern, which is just indicated by the rough equivalence here on the flat top. Right, if you go to the 30-minute time frame, it's super close in terms of that hit right now. Buyers have paused, at least for now, at that level. Okay, so to the extent that we were to look at, what would the ramifications be if we decided to go ahead and formulate an ascending triangle? Just be aware that would be absolutely perfect launch pad conditions for a lot of the altcoins. You guys know that without a doubt. It's just it just is. If you guys see how BTC interacts quite frequently with the alts, which is like if you get in a consolidated zone real tight and a bullish structure with BTC, one that's likely to complete to the upside, yeah, that would tell me, especially an increased constriction here, it would just tell me that we may be in for some additional strong gains in the altcoins. So, but to the extent that it looks like we're starting to pick up on the 30-minute, always go into the lower time frame so that you can really assess what is going on And let's stay within the framework of, let me go ahead and hide this triangulation. I'll bring that back on to the mix if required, if we need to. And we'll just cut into, and let's see. So the question is, let's see, the question is going to be from the actual lines. We're close on the 5 minute. We're close in terms of a confirmation, okay? If we're exactly on the line here, we're not quite there. On the candle wicks, though, remind yourselves we are there. We just went through the candle wick. This is on the wick, essentially from the wick to the wick. So looking at that, this specific move here, we can micro analyze. We can get into the, say the Fibonacci's that are in play. Just hit on from the prior breakout here at this level. Okay, breakout here. You see the confirmation. Boom. Prior resistance. Boom. Up to support. Up from support. After confirmed at support, that's a confirmation. Bam, bam. If we look at the 1 minute time frame, it'll show you a little bit more in terms of this preceding level. The established flat top. Again, remember that flat top that we're looking for. Huge, huge example there of a nice confirmation that you can kind of use as a reference on the 1 minute time frame. Bam, bam, bam. 3 hits just flat on that 1 minute time frame. BTC around that 42,407. Right then, that ascending line of support. Then bam, up and out. Really nice up and out as well, in terms of an over completion of the expectations of merely this triangulation, right? Whenever you get an over completion in terms of your triangulation, you need to look at what else is in store, what else is in play right now. On Doge, I'm going to cover it just because we are looking at 4.85% to the upside. Doge is not giving up. What is up? What is up? Way to go. To the extent that we're looking on the 5 minute time frame as a potential, we could go through this, a potential. On the 1 minute, looks like it's relatively well indicated on that 1 minute time frame. Do we have some sort of a bull pennant that we have maybe missed the framework of? We have this jettison out here in line with that ascending triangle, which makes this a little bit of a difficult call in terms of the upside potential of Doge right now. It's not clear cut technically. Looking at this ascending triangle from here, why don't I rewind these technicals just a bit? Let's dig into the 1 minute and take a look at where Doge is heading. Looks like it's trying to beat an ascending wedge right now. That would be a nice move for Doge. You guys know that. If we can beat that ascending wedge, that would be a nice move for Doge. In terms of Doge, I know a lot of people accumulated at the lower level. Nice to see some rebound potential there going into the 1 minute versus the 15 second, a little bit too, I'd say a little bit too, but let's look at this, guys, because please pay attention to this. Do you see this move here with this specific kind of expanding wedge formation, this expanding kind of drop into this zone? As you look at this, what does this look exactly like? Let's pay attention very much so to this, guys. You see this move to the upside, then this essentially, it's just a leading, expanding kind of diagonal, just this kind of this grip into the downside, almost a curvature formation at the bottom of Doge as it's at 4.15%. This move to the upside, then this kind of I just say this kind of scoop, or this I don't want to call it a saucer, but we'll just call this driving a bottom formation, this rounding bottom formation. When we look at BTC, we see this right here, this move to the upside, then this driving bottom formation. Now, Doge got up and out. You guys know Doge got up and out early. It took this formation and boom, it got more aggressive and moved to the upside. So we are literally seeing Doge right now, just in the context of right now, operate as a market leader. Yes, on this specific trade day, but also technically, as we would look at the difference between BTC and Doge, let's compare those, because it's a market mover right now. So let's look at, let's pull up Doge. Here we go, Doge. Nice move, Doge. To the extent that we have on Doge, the other pattern which could be in play, make sure you guys in the back, VIP, etc., are looking at your descending triangle. Okay, I have that RSI on the lower end here, this portion, that RSI level. Let me go ahead and lighten that up so we can put that a little bit more in the background. There we go. You guys can see that RSI 30 below. I just like to keep that on the screen, digging into that RSI above 70 quite well. But in terms of the parameters for the upside target of this descending triangle, probably the best that we can say for Doge is boom. Looking for 14, near 15 cents to the upside. That is with a reasonable estimate, not the original hit down, but this first amplitude of the secondary pivot to the upside. I think that's a reasonable estimate in terms of conservative, not too conservative, not too aggressive, kind of middle of the road here. We could go more aggressive to this level, to the top, right? And the super aggressive, the uber aggressive would just be the ultra aggressive. I'll say would be all the way towards this opening, the original hitch in. Okay, so this 1, 2, 3, kind of 3 levels in. But if you're looking at a specified target, that would be a nice level to pair down into. Okay, so as you're looking at the framework, we've seen so many of these today in the back VIP. We've been covering these. Descending triangles, and boom, the liftoff. If you guys notice another descending triangle that completes to a different measurement than this secondary hitch, broadcast it in that DM. Let's talk about it and make sure that we're paying attention to the market dynamics as we're watching Doge right now get some much deserved move to the upside. Were this to be able to operate, here we go. Were this to be able to operate as a double bottom, like a finality and a double bottom as the core reversal, key reversal for the market for Doge, we would be hyped. We would be very, 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 very excited because we like to stream Doge. It's a good community, family, fun deal. We have a good time. It's just the truth. We've had tons of great family involvement and just across the board. And we are family friendly, just so that you guys know, we are family friendly. And in terms of the pictures and this and that of the chick, I can show you guys the pictures and be like, oh yeah, okay. It's just, I mean, you'll see it at the grocery store or something. It's literally, it is what it is. So I want you guys to know that we're family friendly. We're not made for kids, but we are, we like to be decent guys and decent, like Angel says, we're no choir boys. We smoke our cohibas, we hang out, we have a good time. But as we would look at this from that level, boom, boom, yeah. Prior Doge targets here in terms of the deep, you guys know we had these around for a long time, these deep core acquisitions. Nice to see that deep core acquisition at a single, double, really a triple down level, down into this level would be operating right now to the upside. Not sure that anybody else really targeted Doge. Has targeted Doge thus far. So we're looking at a nice key breakaway feature from the resistance support. Boom, to the upside. We have that falling wedge, a bullish structure, and we're up and out. What's up? What's up, Doge? 5% to the upside. Let's go, baby. What's up, Doge? Loving Doge, man. It's just fun. We have a good time streaming it. We also have a good time streaming SHIB, BTC, Bitcoin Spike. I'm telling you, well, Doge, I'm going to say Doge can put on the show. Doge can do it from time to time when it decides to. It's aggressive like nobody's business. You guys know this. That's Doge. BTC, I mean, there's a reason we're called Bitcoin Spike, because it will just fly. It will decide to just fly. And now Doge has the same, I say Doge has the same componentry to it. It will shoot up. It's hard, almost as hard to catch Doge as it is to catch BTC. BTC is normally, guys, technically indicated. Okay? Normally, it's technically indicated. You're just on standby for the wait, watching BTC potentially start to move just ever so slightly. Look at this nice wedge formation on the right-hand side on Doge. That's a strong wedge is currently breaking out of. Floki, just so you know, Floki is in a position where it could break out of a much smaller one. All right? It is just... it is low as low can go, but it could go lower, right? Always looking for that bargain in the market. I have to say, even with something down 86%, you guys just know if we could add another zero in there before it decides to take off to the upside. So here we have a good circumstance in terms of streaming Doge, talking about Doge. What good is that? Come on, that's Dogecoin. What is that? Dogecoin just gave us a nice, good analogy in terms of the liftoff situation. Let's go to the 1 minute on Doge. Was it the 1 minute? Yeah, there we go. Yeah, Doge gave us this exact patterning and the framework to work with in terms of the market performer for the day. You guys see this move to the upside? This rounding formation, a heavy rounding formation was consolidation, boom, to the upside. Not exactly a perfect, I'd say, bull flag to the extent that there's not a full completion within this channel. The actual candles do frame it out a bit better. It's a little empty in the middle, the top and bottom, the middle, and we only have 1, 2, 3. Really, we'd like 1, 2, 3, 4, at least 5 being up and out. So as we would look at this, This specific formation here, and I can draw the BTC on the left. And people probably who are strong Bitcoinists, he's talking about Doge and Bitcoin. Like, man, it's VIP, man. It's just what we choose to do. We like Doge. Won't apologize for it. That's it. Bottom line. That's it. So we welcome all the traders. If you trade BTC, we welcome Angel tonight. Hope you're doing well, boss man. What's up, Angel? How are you, brother? It's been a minute, right? So not too long. Appreciate you stopping in last night. And yeah, shout out to us tonight. Looking at the framework, looking at Doge is up 5. Did you guys hit your targets on the low end? I always say that after I hand out targets, like, did you guys hit your targets? Right? Especially if we have the low target. If I give somebody the low target, it's like, is that so? You hit your target, right? It's like, that's the easy question to say. Like, you just ordered in, you put your orders in for the low target, right? Gets back to your target. Doge has been proof. We covered this earlier. Doge has been proof that you can beat the market trading. The VIP in the back, they absolutely confirm that. You don't have to hodl your Doge. You can trade Doge. CZ Binance, he's got a great business, etc. I'm sure, but he says don't trade, just hold. How much Dogecoin did he sell to people? Honestly, how much Dogecoin did he sell to people at 64 cents or 65 cents, and they're holding it right now at a loss of, or we're holding it at a loss of up to 70%, 80% plus, right? So I challenge that framework of you cannot win in the market. You just have to hold. And Doge has proven over the last, I'd say, number of week plus here. Let me go back to this as we watch just the framework needed for us to get up and out of, and it just helps us to see on the right-hand side. And this is a miniature look here, kind of a micro frame look here. The 1 minute on the right on Doge, and then let's go to the 1 minute on the left on BTC. Okay, down into its golden pocket from the previous breakout level. We start the Fibonacci's at the preceding breakout. Bam, to the top. Boom, we're at the golden pocket. All right, so very nice framework to put things into. You guys know Doge did the same thing. We're looking at the same patterning. And the guys in the back are like, you got it right, huh? We had this ascending triangle, right, on BTC, ascending triangle right here on the right on Doge. It's important because there hasn't been a clear conformance between the two, or a clear, I'd say, point of conformance, or point of, what would we say, just congruence. There hasn't been a congruence or an overlap between them. So looking at that ascending triangle and the takeoff, right, we're looking at on the left is BTC, ascending triangle, and the takeoff on Doge. Boom, just easy. Boom, boom, boom. Nice move, 5%. Nice move. What's up, VIP? You guys in the back trading Doge. Brought this to the VIP earlier on. This specific ascending triangle on Doge. Where are we at? Where are we going here? Let's take a look. There we go. Right there. I brought that ascending triangle on Doge at $12.8 cents. 12.8 cents. So right at this mark in this area here. So that's a nice move from that specific area. That's a 6% move in terms of the entirety from the point of breakout of that top level, that top threshold, that resistance, boom, to the upside, 4.26%. Just good times, good coins, good people, right? It's just easy, huh? We're gonna have a good year. We're looking forward to positive price action as Doge gets up and running. Man, could we handle some Doge streams during the day and just having some fun, meeting some cool people, whether or not they're a girl or a guy or whatever, just chilling, right? We, I brought that into the conversation today. I don't know why. It's because my buddy, I don't know. I sent a picture to the wrong person. So that's just my fault for the record. But Doge is meaning business, intending to impress is Doge. Look at the 77-minute. Look at the 1 hour. Look at the 4 hour. Just pushing. Let's see what we got on Doge. Let's look at this specific move here. Just outperforming everything. You have to get to this descending triangle framework. You have to get to the descending triangle framework to make this start to really coalesce a bit up to that 14.6. I'd say that's technically indicated. You have these pre-existing preceding lines of resistance, right? And you will note. Okay, note to self. Please pay attention to this, VIP who are trading, okay, on all the coins, whether or not it's Doge or Gala, or if it's ADA to whatever it may be. This specific hitch in here, boom, 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 boom. That's been an important hitch for the market. You guys remember that? That's been an important cross hitch for the market in terms of level of resistance. Let's go back and reframe and recover, recover just in terms of our technicals that we have gone through. What began to do that it was earlier in terms of this framework that was put together here. Gala shot up. Do you guys remember Gala shooting up? When it did shoot up, it just reminds me of that. Any type of a cross resistance here or a previous level of resistance, Gala shot up 10%, boom, right? Be aware of that fact that these resistances have been catching and bam, gone back down to the downside. So Gala is performing well to the extent that it's in its own maybe similar situation right here, possible. Okay, with this specific line here, maybe more of an equivalent. It's just the move up by Doge right now kind of reminds me of that hit up in this channel formation with Gala. You guys know a little bit different on the charts, but just reminds me of that move we had earlier on at Gala while we were streaming. So just take note of that if you can. Looks like a bit of a symmetrical attempt at a symmetrical, I'd say, consolidation in line with a really this is not bad to see Doge really up and out of its. Now this is BTC on the left, but of that formation, because you see it on, don't you see it on Gala here, move to the upside, and it's very interesting, guys. That's the 4-hour chart on Gala right here. You see this moving the framework to the upside, bam, kind of chiseled in just like on BTC. You see this? It's just very interesting as you would look at this, because it's not a dynamic, it's not a clear dynamic of a bull flag, right? As you would look at this move to the upside on Gala, right? That's the 4-hourly on Gala, right? So a lot of time passed here. This is just a quick interval here on BTC, 1 minute. So move to the upside, channel framework, and kind of just an upward slant here. Move to the upside, channel framework, and upward slant, bam, within that channel formation here. So it's interesting because looking at the Doge chart, it makes us think, well, there's kind of a nice miniature bull flag, and particularly due to the and to put this into context, you wouldn't get that notion on Gala. I bring that up because to the extent that Gala wants to just take off and blast, just pay attention. It's up 2%, and to the extent that she wants to operate in this same fashion that either Doge did, that BTC can, or that we know that that Gala could. Just pay attention to that. That's not a normal pattern here. There's something going on here. You guys paying attention to Gala? Hello, VIP, you up and around? Yeah, that's just not a normal pattern. You guys, you're fully aware that's just not a cookie cutter pattern. That looks, I don't know why, it just looks a little special to me. I don't know. You guys see that? Just a nice, the rounding feature here. They can capitulate to the extent that it wants to get aggressive. Boy, that'd be nice. Be very, very nice. Now, in terms of that patterning, just to talk about patterns, sometimes I talk about coins. It's really talking about patterns. Just to let you know, we're talking about different patterns in the market, what to expect from those patterns, etc., and how those patterns may be shared across the market. Right. So we would look at the potential in the 4-hourly. I'm sure the other time frames will differ. So BTC up 0.12 to 42,934. Right, to the extent that we are seeing Gala up and out of a pattern right now on the 4-hourly. Let's see here. It's going to be, and I want to snap these to grid. Let me just hold down the control button, hold down control. It'll snap it to the pivots, okay? If you hold down the control button in TradingView, it'll snap it to any of the formalized lines here, okay, recognized lines. You guys got that? Hold down control, all right, on your on TradingView. There's a little trick. And in terms of also, you can do like Alt-H, boom, Alt-H or Alt-V, boom. Alt-H horizontal line, Alt-V vertical line, okay? Yeah, Alt-H or Alt-V. So looking at the potential for Gala to get up and out of a well-deserved little, rest that it's had while it's only been shooting up and down 10% after going up, what was it, guys? After going up 130%, 135%, it's been resting. It may need to take off and go intergalactic here in a moment, in the next couple of days. It would just be nice to see that for Gala. 130%, it really, guys, really got up and got aggressive early on with the kind of this rebound move over the past. Let's just measure this. Started at 60 days ago, started to launch about 45 days ago. So spent 15 days sideways, formulating a nice bull flag. You guys know that, huh? Just a nice bull flag. Bam. Move to the upside, downward sloping channel. Real aggressive. A lot of overplay. Look at the extent of that move. That is just awesome, guys. That was a huge move on the 78.6. If you guys were measuring the 78.6 on Gala, 135%. We love Gala. I brought that to VIP in 2021, the day before it went live. So we've been following it since then. And I want to see what Robo from 10 cents to $3. From 10 cents to $3. Robot. Okay. Rebel Robot has gone from 10 cents to $3 in that time frame. Looks like we had a pennant formation here. A little bit to the downside. A little bit disappointing here. We'd like to see that recover and potentially move to the upside. It's not unlike a coin like this to make it uncomfortable for people, okay, who have gotten in anticipating a move to the upside before that break in the resistance. Just look at that nice line of resistance. Just textbook pennant. Textbook bull pennant. Not exciting to see that, but as we talk about the requirement, it does have that set in across the bottom. We prefer a strong move to the upside in the original hitch, bam, up there. But it's okay. That's not a disqualifier, especially on like the 15-minute, time frame. The support, resistance, support, resistance, support, resistance, support just wound up too tightly down into this zone. And you guys know as we talk about the ideal point of breakout, right? This is a good example here. VIP, yep, you guys got this. In terms of the fib wedge, see if I can actually draw this. I'm going to draw it the wrong way again. Let's do this. Let me drop this into this zone, and you'll see that we got into the red zone, right? As we talk about the ideal point in time to break out of a wedge, of a pennant, etc., it would be in this area here, in the green, okay, just past it a little bit would be nice. In this generalized section here, about I'd say up to 75% of the way in. We don't want to get into that 23.6 on that fib, on the Fibonacci. So you can use that Fibonacci wedge to go through and look at. You don't want to necessarily go into the red zone. You want to get up and out before then, right? So to the extent that you have frustrated there, it is not unlike a coin. Okay, to frustrate, to kind of wash out individuals, and to thereafter complete. It could be a big move, guys. It could be a big move. Let's just say as aggressively as you could get on this, as aggressively as you could get. Okay, if you were to look at that, at the most aggressively you could get on this, you could be looking at a move up to, let's just say, an additional, if it could hit up and through the area of about another, I'm going to say anywhere from 50 to like 80% in terms of the move that it could make. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 would be beautiful to see for a coin that's already done a 30x. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 would be really nice to see the market produce something in terms of this dynamic pricing interval that we would. Why am I going twice down there? This is distracting me just a bit. There we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 would be the classical wave feature that we would like to see to the upside. A little bit of frustration to the traders right now that are trading the robot coin. 10 cents to 30 or to $3, pardon me, a 30x. Very impressive. Very, very, very impressive. Seeing BTC pop up again and just watching the alts do well around BTC is kind of reinvigorating. It's getting 2022 started. That's nice to see. Nice to see that really come to the forefront in terms of just what we have to look forward to this year. I've been confident it's going to be a good year. Glad that the government did not hammer down too heavily into. I think you guys agree, too heavily into any kind of a regulation package or anything like that. It was just kind of real reasonable. It's just, we'll take a look at all that stuff. We need to start taking a look at all that stuff. That's perfect. And shout out to Angel, brother. Hope you're doing well. Hope you're doing very well in terms of the entirety of your day and everything else aside from crypto. I know crypto's handled, so I just know that you're doing well. Hope that Luke is doing well. Luke, what's going on? AJ Crypto, my man, what's going on with you, brother? Want to almost shout it out to you today. I want to let you know. I almost called you just out of the blue. I was like, I want to call AJ, see what's going on with AJ. Hope you're doing well, AJ Crypto, the longest standing VIP in the group. And he's not always, he's somewhat quiet, but he's not too quiet. He's a great guy. So AJ, looking forward to chatting with you soon, or I'll text you soon, and we'll catch up a little bit on what's going on in 2022. I'm sure it's going to be full of nothing but great things. However, those great things come to pass, I'm looking forward to seeing it. So, in terms of the move by Dogecoin, met most of these people trading Dogecoin live. Just very interesting, right? We were all trading Doge. It was adding zeros to everyone's trade account. It's like, well, let's all hang out together. Let's do this together. It makes more sense when we have more teammates, people handling different parts of the technicals, everything else. And we had a good time doing it, so we started doing it with the VIP. And appreciate you guys being around. So in terms of this formation, we've seen Doge go up and complete. BTC is taking BTC's sweet time. We do know, as a matter of fact, on this specific line, it's not a confirmation, but we have achieved a technical confirmation on the specified candle wicks. That's a huge deal. Okay, we'll take the candles, no problem. I talked about that need to step up that line and the level of complication that was going to be added by these candle wicks in this level. And so to see that is a very nice aspect, to see that we are confirming right on that candle wick. So that's quality. That's good stuff. A little bit off potentially, just within the degree of variation. I'm going to call that on the candle wicks. It's within a few dollars, right, in terms of a technical confirmation. That's huge. Remember the DOT chart, the fact that we could continue to confirm at a lower level, and also keep in mind the specific ascending triangle framework that we have begun to see on different time frames. The 30-minute, for instance, just these are just right at these tops, are right about at the same level. So we always pay attention. Anytime you see something that could be a horizontal level of resistance, we always want to pay attention to such, right? It's just very, very important. And I'm glad that I was able to call this specific bull flag ahead of time. And I wish, like a few days ago, anytime we streamed, it would decide to go up, just shoot through the moon, right? Just absolutely just skyrocket to the upside. That would be nice. We would appreciate that. Not sure who we'd have to talk to arrange that, but if we could, it would be great. We could start streaming at different times when it is doing that, but it would be nice to always stream at the same time, so your schedules can accommodate as well. So it's kind of a give or take. Maybe some afternoon streams would be nice as well. And let's see what we had. We're going to look back at some dates here real quickly. Just one second in terms of Dogecoin. All right, Doge. Now, when was this here? Let's go back to Doge. When was this here? This was in the original move, January, February, March, April. Okay, so this was all through that standard feature, March, April, and then May. So March, April, May. Because I had the indication that no one was really working. I have to tell you guys that. And it may have been that a lot of people were off from work, etc., because of whatnot in the environmental or in the overall world that was going on. But I had the notion that most people were staying at home and trading and having a good time, just relaxing during this time. So it was January, February, March, April. Getting into May was the peak, and then down. So not even really summertime, right? It was just a good time for everyone to be trading at home. A lot of day traders trading Dogecoin. So I'm sure, the thing is, once Dogecoin kicks back up all the way or gets back up into this zone, they're going to be back. Don't you guys know? As soon as Doge rockets up and it makes the news and everything else is back, those guys are going to be back. And then they're going to want what? They're going to want targets for the lower levels. You guys know this? I promise you it's going to happen. They're going to get up into this level. When we do get up into this level, at whatever time frame, whenever that is in the future, they're going to get back in up here, and then they're going to want targets down here. You're like, man, you got bored during here. Whenever this period, however long it will last, you're not doubling or tripling down heavyweight into Doge at this level. And then when she goes up, you're gonna jump in late with, it's difficult to watch, right? So, but at least those individuals who are with us trading at that time, at least they have the targets. That's the one thing. That's crucial, because the targets were the low, the 0.86 retracement. That's the low. That's our VIP. I know that Path hit that in the back, and whoever else wanted to hit it, hit it. That's really crucial. Rune was another one. Rune, nice price action on Rune. You guys know recently that 0.86 was crucial. That's another one of our coins I brought to VIP. So nice that Doge and Rune both expressed that 0.86 retracement, because people don't discuss. No one else talks about the 0.86. You guys heard anybody talk about the 0.86? No one does. Like zero. It's not like, well, only a few people. No one does. Like absolutely no one, right? So in looking at the 0.86 here, yeah, scratch your head a little bit. No one talks about it. As we look at the framework for the entirety of the retracement for Dogecoin this far, boom and bam, right into that 8.6. Looking at the all-time high, it literally structured down to the last. I mean, you can argue this one if you want to. I literally know who picked this up. Bam. Look at that. You see that? That is the 0.86. That is our level. If anything, you're not even off by 0.0001 on this hit right here. Just so that you know that, you're not even off by 0.0001. Not even off that much. Okay, so that's sweet. That's VIP in the house. You can't say to any other group, oh, you're not off by 0.0001 on something that's like, 10 to 13 cents. I guess that's highly accurate. Way to go, VIP. I'm excited in terms of you guys and your just beating the market. What's up? What's up? What's up? Very, very nicely done. VIP in the house. That's our custom 86. What's up? And you know we're hitting it because it got hit, right? And it's technically indicated. A lot of research went into that custom 86. A whole lot of research. So I'm glad that it is paying dividends with you guys in your trading. What is up? What is going on? Very, very nice. And maybe I would love to do Doge streams. Love to have some excitement around Doge and get back into it. We can't let BTC go. I love BTC, man. That's don't know what to do. Don't know what to do. You can split the screen or something. But Bitcoin spike. When we catch Bitcoin spike, I'll tell you guys, Bitcoin gave a good run to Doge, even in terms of price action. These spikes just bam, bam. BTC almost, you guys got to give it to Bitcoin. It has these a little bit more frequently. Now, Doge can get a little more aggressive. Yeah, but Bitcoin just all over the place. We like that aggressive price action. We really appreciate that aggressive price action. So it's that price action we're looking for. Just that, as well as the overall coin considerations in terms of the utility, the kind of the dev team, what's who and what are around it and why, what's its role in the world, like Dogecoin taking over the financial universe, right? That was kind of cool, right? If Elon was really going to do that, that would have been cool, He may still do it, He's a bored, extremely intelligent guy that has no, I don't know. I don't think he has any regrets in life, and he does things that could be regrettable, I think, on purpose to find a smart way to not regret them. He's one of those guys, if you guys understand that. But he'll do anything, and he'll make a genius move out of it. And it's just kind of cool to have him in the world. He's a really cool dude. I'm a big fan of his. Maybe not overall in all the components or aspects of what he does, but in terms of his levels of success and what he has brought to the overall space of crypto and just the world with his talents. He seems like a nice enough guy. I won't call anyone perfect or imperfect, but and thankfully that's not my job to ever do that. But to the extent that he is or isn't, like, always got a problem. He's in the Bilderberger Society, like, whatever. People say, "Do you know who really controls the world? It's the Bilderbergers." Like, man, I don't care. I just don't care. Like, are they into crypto? Are you into crypto? Like, you want to trade crypto, man? Because you can go down those rabbit holes and you have a talk with somebody else, and sure, they're in charge. I'm sure that they are. I just don't waste all my time with it. All right, some people waste all their time and energy with it. I'm like, man, you want to hit a pricing target? I'm like, oh, you're trading? Like, your Fibonacci's? Like, the time you could spend on the Bilderbergers, spend it on your Fibonacci. Spend it with the New York Institute of Finance. Do something. Get in a cool trade group. Like, relax a little bit. Like, the world's not going to completely end right now. We're in a trade. It can't end right now. We're in a trade. Right? That's the good answer for all that. So amidst all the suspicion, we're still here. Right? So look into the framework. I just keep wanting to dig into a lower time frame here. And it's interesting because we have this top level resistance here. We saw this play out on Doge. Nice to refer to Doge as a market leader tonight. And it doesn't happen all the time, so I'll continue to do it and be happy about it. We've had Sheeb be the leader, Mighty Sheeb. We've had a lot. Last night, Dot was a leader. Dot picked up well. 2 days ago, Dot was really a leader. It's been that 7 to 8% push for Dot that's been crucial, been nice to see. It's been, let's see, what else, guys? We've had IoTex went well. That's one of AJ Crypto's favorite coins in the house. Very nice IOTEX. What else do we have recently? The robot bots deal has just been insane, guys. It's been one of those deals that you don't want to miss. Just knowing about a 30x coin and what else could look like it, what else could come out in the same form or fashion, right? We have to pay attention to that. Just looking at the gate details. And glad I brought you guys this ascending triangle in the back. I know you're already trading Doge, but nice to see that that framework put together. I'll bring up the prior resistance for the retest here. Potential move to the upside. It is a kind of a reversal of an ascending triangle, expanding wedge, right? So we've conquered this expanding wedge prior resistance. Want to pick up on this in terms of BTC on the lower time frame, the 1 minute. And I say the reversal of an ascending triangle. Ascending triangle would just be this, right? This is like an expanding, really an expanding, leading diagonal. Leading meaning expansion and leading. It's expanding and lead. The expansion is leading the specific. That specific pattern, right? That is leading with an expansion, and so the diagonal here would be that diagonal there. So, and you'll hear those referred to as 2 or 3 different things depending upon which authority you're listening to within the framework of Elliott Wave International. They get a little bit. They're not as rigorously defensive of traditional terms as New York Institute of Finance is. Okay, they're not as rigorously defensive of traditional terms as New York Institute of Finance is. If you guys spend more time around Elliott Wave International, a little bit more contemporary. They kind of wrote their own story in their own book, and it's just kind of the way that they've chosen to go about things. I don't disagree with them. A lot of what they've done has been studied at higher levels, kind of institutional levels, etc. So I'm happy to know of them without maybe relying on them too awful much, but I do have their materials and that Prechter book, Prechter. It will have, I guarantee you, it will have a pattern or two. Prechter, Prechter. Look up Prechter, Elliott Wave International. It will have a pattern or two, which is referred to. It's referred to. That book is referred to by the New York Institute of Finance materials into Murphy's book. So you'll find a pattern or two that's not in the New York Institute of Finance book, which has been, some of them have been studied at high levels. Like Head and Shoulders was studied by the Federal Reserve, right? So, just important stuff. You'll probably book a trade if you buy that book. Like someone the other night, I think Abdullah or someone said, "I'll have to book a trade or two, and then I'm gonna join VIP." They're like, "Man, well, okay. Join VIP, you'll book a trade or two." We want people who can book a trade. I was thinking that today. We want people in VIP that can book a trade, right? We just want that. So that's a good requisite that someone will put on themselves, because that's kind of in line with what we want as well. We want people who can book a trade, because yeah, we're exclusive to that extent. We want people that can hold their own in terms of a little bit. But if you're learning, that's awesome as well. But we have a group right now that's very advanced. We're looking at kind of a miniature bull flag in the process of confirmation, right along previous resistance on this primary bull flag that we discussed in the video, short video yesterday. And let's take a look on the 5-minute time frame. Let's go back into, there we go. Let's see, 1 second. There we go. Okay, the in terms of move to the upside, downward sloping channel on the candle wicks to the top, we have another move to the upside and a downward sloping channel. So we have a bull flag breaking out on top of a bull flag. That's nice. Bitcoin in the house, right? Doge is flying. Agreed. Well, not really flying, 4 to 5%, but that's nice for Doge. That's nice. I'm not going to over harp on Doge. If I do, it's just probably a bad habit. We go way back with Doge. And in terms of BTC, it is really nice to see Bitcoin in a double bull flag, period, right? Towards the top of a lot of lines of resistance, we're looking at Bitcoin in a double line of resistance, or in a double bull flag amidst that line of resistance, or the multiple lines of resistance is what I was referring to here. The multiple lines of resistance this is being confirmed as, and we had capitulated, remember this, we capitulated back within this specific, and that's what made that bull flag difficult. This bull flag difficult is we had capitulated on the 30-minute back underneath the prior resistance. That's some tough stuff for BTC to just be pulling this off with a double bull flag. That's pretty cool. Nice move to the extent that the traders would want to look at this right now and say, well, we're in a double top. We're going to be watching this. We need BTC to perform to the upside. The upside target always this amplitude. You guys remember that from the base. Okay, do that from the base of the breakout. Okay, the base bottom line support of the breakout. Not that much more to go in terms of an additional 2.67%. So it paid on this to be, and we had a really thickly established high amplitude, okay, in terms of the specific, pardon me, guys, support to resistance. It's a heavy, let's say it's a high channel. You know, in respect to, we can put this all the way up from the bottom to the top, the amplitude move here, but we have a real thick channel or a high channel in terms of from the support to resistance. The thicker that this becomes, the wider, right, at least the taller that channel becomes, the more difficult it is to trade truly as a bull flag, because with a higher channel or more of an amplitude, right? There's more height in here, particularly relative to the flagpole. When the flag just tucks right in here, you know, at some point, if it's high enough, you're going to sit back right down into it. There's not going to be any kind of a breakout. So we like a condensed channel. We like a real kind of strict framework, a tight framework to fit things into. All right, if we're there on the lines versus these candle wicks that are in play right now, it just makes a big difference, right? It makes a big difference if we're drawing that line up and we have that much more room to go, right? As you guys are looking at your trades, it makes a huge difference. We don't want bull flags that look like this, and when I see them, I just start to cringe. I'm like, come on, man, we can do better than this. When you start seeing a bull flag, it looks like this. That's not a bull flag, yeah, because we got to repeat this amplitude. When we look at this, and always bear this in mind, we got to repeat this amplitude. We're going to stack this onto the line of support. That's when you just know the exchanges are not, in my opinion, they're not dealing favorably with the traders. With a breakout confirmation, you want with the covering the spread on the books, you want to give somebody a 0.5% on a trade with a risk of capitulation. So we saw some of this recently. If you guys know that in the market, that was last year, 2022. Some of those bull flags became to where they looked like that instead of a nice move to the upside, a nice, kind of structurally equivalent or proportional channel framework to the downside, right? Something reasonable. Now that looks more reasonable. Something along the lines of this, or something along the lines of, like, let's say this move here would have been nice. Boom, that's reasonable. Getting up and out of a move like this with this level of an amplitude, bam, stack that on top. There we go. We have some room, right? That's nice. So when you look at the preference for your bull flag, that'd be an 11% move to the upside. That'd be great. We don't want a bull flag that really starts to look like this, right? Well, the further it goes down, the further we're tucking this amplitude of the flagpole down into this, right? And by the time you get a confirmation up around resistance, prior resistance to support up and out, and you're looking for some momentum up in this area, you're trading for 2 or 3% instead of 10% or 11% or 12%, right? So unfavorable, and we're going to say favorable, all right, in terms of the classic formation here, that construction. Nice move to the upside and a consolidation, right? Nothing real sloppy, nothing really too broad-based. This previous one was okay, right, in terms of the move to the upside, but you see it had a little bit of the amplitude of that channel formation was still reasonable here, right? But you start to see the taller, I say the more amplitude there is, or the more height there is. It's almost like the deeper the channel goes, right? We can say the deeper the channel goes. We're looking at a nice move here. It's not bad from the point of breakout to book a trade. You got to confirm out if you're really going to enter with some momentum getting in. Your order book's not going to be as friendly, etc. You still get 10% on that move, even if you waited there, okay? However, if you were to have a real kind of deep channel here on a bull flag, and still call it, like, let's still a bull flag, it's a move to the upside in a downward sloping channel, then you're like, okay, well, we're going to do this, all right? And instead of 10%, we're going to be looking at, after the confirmation of breakout and entry, at about a 5-6%, something like that. So always be aware of the pattern formation. The classical approach that you want is, there's a reason we talk about the technical conformance, and the classical kind of the renowned and respected angles involved. And when we discuss what's preferential or non-preferential, it's not just because of the way it looks, it's because of the way it trades. You guys know that, like always, it's the way that it trades. Okay, this specific bull flag is a little difficult on BTC because just on the 5-minute time frame, you'll see we do have quite a deep channel relative to the run up. You guys get that, huh? And we haven't really touched along this level of support. So that's another kind of preference that we would fill out that level of support ideally, just so that you know, because when we do this and we can return to this top level resistance, bam, there's more of a distance between here and here. There's more room to move, right? So when we look at that, what I will say is, we could put it in the context of the potential ascending triangle framework that it could come into. We could put it into the context of a potential overplay or shot over the top of this resistance in line with this line of resistance here, meaning getting back out of this channel, up and over this, let's say up and over this channel. We were out of this specific channel line beforehand. It was identified differently while we were going through that wedge that we called. You guys understand that, right? We notified you of that bearish wedge right in here, right? And so we were up out of that specific line of resistance, measured from this point to this point, up and out of that. So to say we've been out of the channel before, I'm going to say this is a new channel framework in terms of the level of resistance that has been that is being respected, that we've put this into the framework of right now. Okay, there is an argument that that channel has could be disregarded by the market because it was more of a channel framework to get to this top line resistance from this support. Okay, within the constriction or the symmetrical triangulation. However, I think it's going to be difficult to disregard that line. We'll see and look and kind of survey it for overperformance at any specific time. Again, one reason why, now you're seeing another reason if you've been paying attention. As we go through the details, appreciate you guys doing that. As we look at the details, why else would a bull pennant be more preferential over a bull flag? Bull flag, we got to tuck it down into this level. So the amplitude move of the previous move to the upside, you guys pay attention, right? Right, this move to the upside, bam. Right, on the bull pennant, we stick it all the way up here, bam. On this level of support, there's a higher percentage gain, bam, from the point of breakout, right? On the move to the downside, depending upon how low we were to go, etc., we're tucking that down into a lower overall price gain. So particularly, this would involve some issues as to whether or not you were already in a preceding long position. Were you in a preceding long position, you want a higher overall price, aside from the dynamics of the bull pennant, you guys see? Because you could argue, well, the takeoff and the takeoff, the amount of the move here versus you could get into that. The preceding long position, essentially an overall higher price could be achieved with the bull pennant in terms of the maximum that could be achieved. So it could be also advantageous to the extent that you're trying to break a resistance overhead. You're going to stack that flagpole up and above, okay, your lower level support line on the bull flag. Right, and I really have to get into the diagnostics in terms of the comparative. I'm going to say this in terms of the comparative advantage that you would look at a bull flag over a bull pennant. I literally would want to calculate that. Okay, that's just me. I would literally want to sit down with ideal-looking bull flags, ideal angles, and literally calculate the gain that we would anticipate having. Right, that's just that would be my preference, my personal preference. Right, looking at we could do it on this one, but to prove the point, you guys, I mean, I think you understand. You've got, especially if you're doing a breakout trade, if we were looking at the specific prior, and this is deep stuff. This is deep TA, guys. You guys know that. In terms of looking at this, the framework here of this bull flag stacked here, or the bull pennant stacked there, versus the amplitude, same amplitude stacked down here, we're going to get into some different arguments and some different, and that's why I talk about it, something I'd want to calculate and do over a series of the patterns, because I'd like to see conformant, really conformant, and just judge it based on conformant hits of resistance support, like those 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, versus the the bull flag at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Because typically, if you look at the standard bull flag, you're at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and boom, 7 is out. Here we don't have that classical technical feature ongoing. It's just not that well developed. So you understand the higher price will be reached on a bull pennant than a bull flag. That's the short and skinny of it. You guys got that, or the quick and skinny of it. Okay, in terms, we got nice movement here. Looks like we, what is on the 5 minute? Let's take a quick look at this. All right. BTC acting like she wants to push. Let's see what we got. Doge 5.7. Guys, Doge in the house. Doge. I knew I wanted to stream Doge tonight. I probably should have entitled this Doge stream, and we literally just streamed Doge all night. Something was telling me I wanted to stream Doge on the way home tonight. I was like, I want to stream Doge. So, way to go. I mean, we probably have a bunch of people that wanted to stream Doge, but then I don't know, we got to stay true to BTC as well, and not just become a fair weather friend. But I knew I wanted to stream Doge. I just knew it. Now, you guys know I wouldn't lie about that. I wanted to stream Doge. So on the way home, I was like, I just want to stream Doge tonight. That was it. I was like, I just want to stream Doge. That was the conclusion. I'm not one of those like Bitcoin dudes. Like it's we don't deal with Dogecoin. We like whatever, man. Like it's Doge. Not everybody's gonna get it. That's all right. So not everyone gets BTC either. We just like aggressive price action. We're not fair weather friends whatsoever. BTC has some different options available. Looking at this specific mode here would be a first line take for Doge. Not to consider that. Additional patterning could be required for that higher target or some additional patterning could be expected for that higher target that we looked at. What did we look at? That we just looked at a descending triangle on that other framework here, I think. Let me look at Doge on this. What did we just look at? Yeah, that descending triangle. Almost lost that on the hourly. There we go. Yeah, that's a real reasonable target. That's nice. She is just clicking up, huh? She's pushing 6%. Way to go, VIP. I know VIP are trading. Way to go. So we have this ascending triangle in the mix. Before we were to get to something like that, we're close to that threshold. We're close to it. Intermittent high is in effect. So yeah, I wanted to stream Doge tonight. Just did. Anyway, let's look at BTC. I hope you guys are trading BTC or Doge, wherever you're at. And don't get that disease where you just want to follow everything that's moving. Just in terms of like the market condition, right? Where you got to hop on that next moving coin. You want to find them ahead of time. VIP's really good at that. They find them ahead of time, and then it's just what looks like it's about to move. Right? It's not that impossible. Interesting that we have this variation here with an overperformance on the 5 minute. As we would look at these, let me take away this specific Fibonacci. So we look at the support and resistance. Not bad, huh? I know you guys want to stream what's moving too, moving as well to the extent that Doge is moving. I don't know, man. Man, if Doge could just crank it back up again, it'd be great. Really excited about that. It's a lot of fun to stream Doge. Just great, There's nothing wrong with Doge. You guys know that, huh? There's nothing wrong with it. They do print a lot of tokens. There's probably a great reason for that. If Elon says so, maybe because Elon will buy all the extra tokens. Who knows? Could be an interesting idea that he has going on. Who knows? So this breakout within kind of a symmetrical triangulation of the miniature kind of bull flag, I'd call on the 30 minute. Let's see where we have this. What do we got here? This framework. Just trying to push and pull this thing into conformance somehow. It's not always easy. It's not always the preferred approach is to, like, you wish you could just bend the price line just a little bit to make this thing match up. When you get like that, it's like, well, just relax and see what generally does it give you, right? When you back off a little bit, what generally does it give you? Move to the upside, downward sloping channel. We have 1, 2, 3, 4 hits along this general line of support, right? We have 1, 2, 3 hits. We'd have to carry this up. This bottom line, let's carry this up exactly and see if we can just create a parallel channel here. Yeah, and that's fine. that would put us on the breach of, or on the brink of breakout. Always try and bring up, find your most solid line in terms of your support or your resistance and just carry it up. Create as parallel of a function that you can while you're trying to decipher exactly what's going on with the price action, especially when you have something that's outperforming or acting as a, I always say, just acting as an outlier event, pricing event. Right, this beyond the deviation, you can just identify that real quickly with your regression trend. Regression trend, boom, boom. There you go. See outline. It's beyond the realm or the norm of your standard within with a consideration, full consideration of your standard deviation. It's just it's an outlying event, right? So that would be the regression trends, lower and top threshold around the standard deviation, just the centralized portion. With that central component, boom. Right, you central component, bam, you see the support to resistance line, okay? So that regression trend is always helpful. If you stretch it out to the continuing price action, it will want to change a bit. So be careful the way that you use it, right? Use it within the conformance of, or within the context of what you're trying to define. Not always necessarily the additional price action will change the standard deviation. So you might want it to come back to here before you would draw it out to that level, just to keep it in line with that channel, just so that you know. So Doge, 5.92%, huge day for Doge. Nice to see. This Doge trades on like 3L, 5L, etc. You guys, I don't know that, but it does trade on leverage. So if you missed Doge, you can make it up on leverage. Huh? There you go. We'll tell that to some of the old guys that left, and they would have come back, and they didn't hit the targets we gave to them. Like, we'll tell them, if you miss Doge, you can make it up on leverage. It's not that's not lying. That's part of the truth. Just, you know, the 3L will be a little more forgiving than the 5L, or the 3S more than the 5S. A little bit in terms of your position. The exchanges may make you, I don't know, they make you a little more excited about the 5L and S positions, because long and short positions, because that's leverage. That's just you trading with like a triple time. You're trading with triple the advantages to the upside and triple to the downside, right? And you'll know if it's a good time to trade those. I'll just say that. You'll probably know if it's a good time, if the price action is really screaming. So that would be the smaller bull flag feature that we're seeing on top of the, let's see, come on, TradingView. TradingView has done this 2 or 3 times. I don't know why. Why is TradingView just freezed? Very interesting. I had no idea why TradingView has done that 2 or 3 times. I'd like to know if TradingView has done that to anyone else. Let's see if we can go back in the back Doge door here. Yes, we're back into Doge. Okay, we're back into Doge. Back into, and that's that framework of the expected. You guys look at this. I know you're looking, right, in the possibility of that 1 minute being that pennant formation. Now, I'll tell you honestly, it's supposed to traject from the top line. Do you guys know that the pennant is supposed to complete from the top line? The market a lot tucks it underneath. It's supposed to complete from that top line. Boom. Preceding, just I'm telling you, you can check that, verify that as well as you can. I have gone to the source of the source of the source. It's supposed to be on top. On the bull flag, it's within the channel. Okay? On the pennant, it's supposed to be on top. That's just the facts of life there. So look at that bull pennant on the 5 minute. Congrats to anybody trading Doge. What is up? Brought that ascending triangle earlier on. I guess also, now that we've reframed it in terms of ascending triangle / bull pennant on Doge. So back to the original trading view here. BTC holding, just chilling, not doing much. Doge running. CTC again. Man, what is CTC doing? I told you guys, credit coin. Why do I have credit coin up? I kept saying. I don't know why I have credit coin on my screen. Why is this? You know, why do I have credit coin on my screen? What is this doing? 81% in 5 days. I don't know. As we're talking about bull pennants, that's not bad. You guys looking at credit coin, CTC? Haven't known why I've had it out, but in the last, what is this? Last just number of days here, it's gone up 70, 80%. Really from this zone here on the 5 minutes, it's been nice, about 85, 90% in the last week. Let's look at this. Whoa, you guys paying attention to that? Look at credit coin. Good gosh. That thing's taking off, guys. You look at CTC. I don't know why. I've mentioned it a few times. Like, why do I have this on my screen? Boom. Hammer to the upside. Very nice. Doge out of this ascending triangle framework. Also the descending triangle. Very impressive to all those trading Doge. We're not Johnny-come-latelys with Doge either. I want everybody to know, neither are we obligatorily discussing it for any reason. We just enjoy the price action. We wanted to scream to the upside, another 10x. That's what we wanted to do. Come on, and we hit that bottom line target, the 86. VIP hit that. What's up? Way to go in the back. That's awesome. That is just awesome. Ape in the house. Ape doing quite well. Rebound trade from that golden pocket. I just bring these up. These are like market phenomenons. You have to pay attention to them in 2022 or you may miss the boat. We don't want you to miss the boat. 50% since the hit on the golden pocket. Very nicely done. Could this be somewhat of a bull flag? So you don't want this bull flag to go all the way down into this. Then you would just start formulating a channel, right? Then you would just start formulating something along the lines of this, right? Your carry up function would be kind of the ideal expression in line with something like this. For ApeCoin, it'd be great for it to go up another, let's just measure this out, up another 50% from there. That'd be nice. Sheeb gaining traction. Sheeb in the house. Bit of traction on Sheeb. Not bad. Let's see what Sheeb's doing. If you guys are new to the channel, we invite you to join our trade group, VIP. It's our top level of membership. We trade BTC, Doge, AXS, all types of stuff. We have a good time, good trade group. We enjoy trading together. It's a clean environment, relatively clean environment. I'll say that. For the most part, family friendly. Not completely. Someone may curse or something to do like that, or talk about a girlfriend or something. I'm not sure if that's allowed, and I won't make rules for other people's kids or whatever. But that's just the truth. So Sand doing well, but just want to invite you guys, if you're brand new to the channel, I'm a former financial professional, but not financial advice. We just want to beat the market. That's the bottom line. And we spend a lot of time on technicals, more so than any other group. I can confidently say more so than any other group, we spend time on technicals. All right, so let's look at Sand real quickly. Sand, is there a nice time frame? There we go. On the 30-minute, it's a little bit more favorable towards the still descending. What's that candle wick? I knew it was on here. I knew it. I'd looked at it earlier today. Sand has a descending candle wick formation here too. A little bit of a wedge. But you start thinking, well, maybe it's a flag, right? As you start looking at that. So it is a wedge on the candles. I was like, there's a descension here. So looking at that in a continuation pennant would be nicer to have a continuation flag. Yeah, that would have been nice. To the extent, let's look at, we really had a flat top there. Would have been great to get a flat top hit and just that buckle down from that area to incorporate the entirety of this move. Now, you could, while it's not an ascending triangle, it would be technically an inverse head and shoulders with a real strong left shoulder. Also, you could look at just a real straight, generic, and you just see why I was saying flag here. The likelihood of the repeat of this would be a starting point to get to. I'd say the secondary feature that I would want to employ in the upside pricing target that I would encourage you guys to look at. And that's not too bad. You'd have to cut into that level of support a bit for that to play as flag. But what I would look at here is also just the generalized framework of a channel range and the amplitude expectation that we would have of a repeat of this range to the top level. Okay, we would expect that range to complete to the upside. That's just pure TA. That we had a range function below, we would expect a range completion to the upside. Just pure TA. The fact that we had an underperformance and a hit underneath there may lower this target a touch. Okay, so I would definitely schedule into the lower time frames and be watching Sand as it attempts to rebound within the framework of its recent discount on in through its golden pocket and just a touch beyond to about that 70% retracement, which just pushed that it pushed the framework of the standardized 61.8 to the 65th. Probably people trading lines to candles. Some people just went to the lines on their targets, and they picked those up irrespective, so that's nice. So let's go back to nice to see Sheeb going well. Shout out to Angel. Hope your Sheeb trades are going well. We want to hear about them. Crucial, talking about trillion Sheeb. 1 trillion Sheeb. That's a big Sheeb truck full of Sheeb. Literally, that's a big truck full of Sheeb. That's a lot of Sheeb. It's like 1428. How many? What's the price of Sheeb? Let's calculate. Let's see. Sheeb, U.S. dollar. Let me do this on the side. A dollar to conversion. Let's see if I can pull up a calculator. Oh, brings me up all types of stuff. Sheeb to USD converter. We calculate the current price from 1 trillion, thousand, million, billion, trillion. That's currently $24 million in Sheeb. That's a big holding of Sheeb. Way to go, big guy. Way to go. That's crucial. Got to give us the update. We have the update. It's a trillion Sheeb. Angel in the house with $24.6 million in Sheeb. We got to get that stuff ready for Christmas. Like without a doubt, and maybe a few times over. We'll see if it wants to cycle twice before Christmas. Wouldn't that be awesome? Man, get that 24 mil to cycle 2 times before Christmas. Oh, that'd be sweet, huh? Man, that'd be impressive. So, looking forward to hearing about that. We will keep you posted on any crucial movements on Sheeb. You may just keep them. I don't know. We'll see what. It may just be a side holding for all I know. I just know trillion Sheeb are in order. I remember when he ordered them. Truth. He told me he got hungry one night. I was like, what did you order? He said 1 trillion Sheeb. I walked right into that one too. He's done that to me before as well. He's like, it was like 3 or 4 in the morning. I was chatting with Angel on the chat, and he's like, I just got hungry. I'm sorry I left. I just got hungry. And I'm like, well, what did you eat? Did you order something in? He said I had to order something for food or whatever. He said I got hungry. I had to order something. And then he's funny, guys. He's a cool guy. And so I said, well, what did you order? Did you like Chinese, this, that? And he's like, no, 1 trillion Sheeb. I'm like, dang it. I walked into it again. He's a cool guy. Congratulations to VIP and to Angel, our top contributor, 58.5K in overall contributions. Top shelf VIP. Just a cool dude. Likes to hang out, chill, be cool. Just all of us are pretty chill dudes. Real guys focusing on crypto. So watching this framework come together a little bit more in the 30-minute, right? Small double bottom. Note that little double bottom. Just in terms of the width of the double bottom and the height of the double bottom will dictate a lot of times the degree of the movement. So small double bottom, small move. However, similar double bottom on Dogecoin, rifled to the upside. It's a little bit better conformance here we're seeing with the traditional notion of a bull flag. Don't mind it. BTC probably going to take your time. For those who are trading BTC, you're used to having a bit of your time taken while some of the other coins scream to the upside. CTC just screaming to the upside. Man, what is that doing? You guys know? What is CTC doing? It's a credit coin. It's taken back off to the stratosphere, right? It's nice to see that. I like to see price moving. I don't focus on everything. It means not much of anything, but credit coin. Whoa, nice. Let me do this. I just want to see the pure pattern conformance in terms of the market. I like to stay ahead, or at least current with the ongoings. I'll pull that up as a dual indicated possibility from the baseline and from the prior resistance to the top. CTC up 20%. We wait for these moves in these coins that go 20%. I brought it up a couple days ago. You guys know that. Like, why am I bringing that up? You see that lead in, right? For that what wound up being a nice pennant. Very interesting. There's that lead in, just bam, to the upside, kind of an expanding diagonal. You guys see that? Just to note it, right? Note that this specific pattern caught here in terms of the framework. It looked like this, right? Didn't look great at all, did it? So you had to stick with this one. Good example of price patterning, as we would see. It's like, well, it was an upward channel. All right, upward kind of channel framework here. Bam. Refused to confirm the prior support as resistance and moved to the downside. Just flipped up and really caught it. So nice moves, huh? That's a specific kind of a signature move there. You guys agree, huh? Not too shabby. So we'll continue to keep an eye on credit coin. Kind of an accelerating trend, right? You would say an accelerating trend, just like nice framework in terms of the degree, just a parabolic move, but accelerating trend, right? Some features in here. Going to lower time frames, yeah, some features. There's a feature, right? There's a little bit of a chaotic movement, just a tough retracement hit, boom, and then bam, back to the upside. You did reinforce, for the most part, you reinforced this prior resistance as support. Show me a prior resistance. Boom, orders at that level to the upside. And let's see, so BTC in a flag. And what's going on with the, we got to see with, I got to see this Rebel coin, this robot Rebel coin. You guys see that? That robot Rebel coin down 2.58%, about 2. Is it gonna? Can it slingshot back to the upside? That'd be like a 50% move potentially to the upside, wouldn't it? Be a nice move. It's like a $2, right? Brought this up a while back with VIP, etc. We were a little bit cautious of the new coins this year thus far, because so many of them fizzled towards the end of last year, and we just learned so many of them went back to close to nothing. Please pay attention to what I just said. So many of the new coins went back to close to nothing. All right. So if you're going to trade them, some of these NFTs may have a good, good shelf life. Some of them may not be long-term investments. Just opportunities to trade and work on your, work on your trading. Nothing wrong with that. It's a fun thing to do. We appreciate. I appreciate you guys letting me share some signals in the back, like Doge at 1282. Appreciate you guys being cool like that, and us sharing signals and stuff. That's a lot of fun. Cool trade group. You guys are rocking. Fun stuff. Pretty cool. Numero uno trade group. And let's see what we got here on chat. Anything else? Well, I think it's Cohiba time. I'd love to just stream all night. I mean, I don't know, guys. I'm going to tell you this, for VIP and everybody else in the back, if I stream Doge later, I'm going to go Cohiba. If I stream Doge and Doge still wants to kick up, I want to stream Doge. I'm going to give a private link to the VIP, and we're going to stream Doge. That's just it. I'm going to give a private link to the VIP. I'm going to send it to them, and it's going to be a completely closed off private session with Doge, and we're just going to do that. I'm going to do a few private session Doge VIP streams, just me and the VIP. Now, we're going to go over new coins, too. That's it. We're going to go over new coins that are going to go from 10 cents to $3. And I'm going to tell them which ones I like to do that next. That's what we're going to do. Just because we're VIP, and we should. Period. Badge holders only. Boom. We're going to get the next 10 cent to $3. Nothing wrong with that. That's VIP. I know that would make Angel proud. Me saying that. Angel, I'm sure you're listening in the background. Brother, we love you. What's up, my man? Hope everything's going good. So we'll continue to watch this. The big completion and success was, hey, bull flag forming in a very difficult spot. You guys know that. Very, very difficult spot. Looking at the preceding technicals here, bull flag forming, as we were looking at the technicals on BTC, it was in this spot, right? Not exactly perfect in terms of the bull flag, but we did, bring it up to your attention, like, hey, this could be about to happen, right? So. Nicely done there. And in terms of what's going on right now, we just need to see, is she going to want a reconfirmation on the line? She already has one on the actual, technically on the actual candle wicks, okay? 30-minute time frame is an interesting time frame for the movement were it to push into an ascending triangle. The market is looking at that. The market is also somewhat looking at this lower ascending triangle here. expressive on the, I want to say on the, let's look at this. Not this one here. We got within a few $100 of that one. This one here on the 1 minute time frame. Not exactly conformant. It would require this hook in here, okay, as the level of resistance. 1, 2, 3 hits, ascending line of support. To the notion that we would want to revisit that. I'll tell you that orders are waiting at that level. People have taken 1, 2, 3 times at that level. So it's a recognized level, okay? People in the market have already participated at that level, right? That makes it important. However, we've seen a little bit of a shy away from the complete return to those previous levels of resistance. We'd like to do away with them completely and not need to keep going back down after we go up. That would be fantastic. Let's get aggressive on the price action and see what she can do. Guys, I'm going to go in the back with the VIP. If we start to go ballistic on Doge, I will probably stream just for VIP. And we'll try and plan some Doge streams for everybody soon. She can get up and out of the rut or the mud that she's in. I say that. We can make that happen. So congrats to the VIP who've been trading this, who traded Doge or any of the other signals we went over. I appreciate you guys in the back. You're just awesome. Having a good time, and I appreciate all you guys. From Angel, thank you very much for everything. For all the VIP, thank all of you very much. This is London with Bitcoin Spike, and let me know your schedules too as well. Would you guys like to stream in the daytime, earlier in the day, or is nighttime your preference? You guys can let me know in the back, etc. Just drop me a comment on that, and I'll be happy to see what the whole group wants, and we'll see what would be best for 2022. We are building. And I am certain, I want to tell you guys this, I just know, because there's been a lot of turnover with Doge and some of the other coins that went down 70 or 80%. People didn't want to save backup reserve cash. They just didn't want to. You know, as much as I would say it, they just wouldn't want to do it. They wouldn't want to trade with backup cash. So, you know, to the extent a lot of people just kind of fizzled out, it's crypto. You know, I keep saying, you know, if you don't play by the rules, back up heavy reserve capital, it's going to be difficult for you. A lot of those people just found out the hard way. But I'm convinced that 2022 is going to bring some great new traders into the overall community. We want to be ready for them, right? And we are ready for them with the group in the back, etc. Just the real core right now. That there's just no. It's no funny business. You guys know that it's not just a. I mean, it's a have a good time kind of group, but it's just real. You're not going to touch their technicals. It's a solid group technically in the back, and we try and refine each other's trade game all the time. That's what it's about. So, pleasure to stream with you guys tonight, and it's the middle of the week, so we're working towards the weekend. So, hope you guys are having a good rest of your week. This is London. Way to go on that bull flag thus far. If you traded that, great. If you're trading Doge or any of the other coins, congratulations, and we're looking forward to seeing more positive price action soon. Guys, way to go on that ape call as well. And Mina has been nicely done. ADA was nicely done. A lot of those calls in the back were nicely done. We'll get to you in the